Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Friday evening, early edition. Are mammies celebrating? Are mammies dancing in the streets? Oh my goodness. You see the title? I don't even want to repeat it, huh? The snowman has let us down. Damn, Jeezy. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. What happened, huh? Man, he asked for the divorce or he filed the papers. Good God Almighty. Come on in, call in, tap in. I didn't even want to read the story or get the details. I'm just kind of like thrown off here, huh? Oh my goodness. He's got a beautiful seed, with Jeannie Mai, I haven't kept up with her. I think that television show was canceled that she was on. It was trash anyway. But either way, you wifed her, my nigga. You jumped the broom. That's wifey for real, Oh my goodness. I've got the notes, but as I said, I don't want to, just give it too much credit just yet, all right? I've got two showrunners this evening. Diddy dropped his new album, the Love album, Off the Grid. I heard a couple of the tracks, okay? I want to talk about what I heard, and I'm looking for someone to call in and spoil everything. Tell us what you heard, what you think, I don't mind you just going through the whole track listing. He's got Deliver Me, featuring Busta Rhymes, Dawn Richard, and so on and so forth. I like a track called Brought My Love, featuring The Dream. Hey, Dream! And Herb Alpert, okay? Alpert. Now, that's a sample from Herb Alpert's song Rise. That's not actually Herb Alpert playing, a new trumpet, but it works. It works. That's a throwback for those who know what I'm talking about. Herb Alpert from Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, head of A&M Records at one time, okay? Some other tracks that he has put out that I like, This is what Diddy does. No, he's not a great singer. No, he's not a great rapper, but he's like the Quincy Jones of hip hop. He knows when to put out a product. He knows what to give you what you want and what you need. Yes. I'm not mad at it. I've only heard, as I said, 6 tracks. 6 tracks. Dana with the data may tap in. She may talk about it. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Okay, Friday evening, getting my head right. Good evening, Troll Babies. How you guys doing? We've got a power-packed show this evening, okay? I also want to talk about one of my favorite singers. I don't know if I've ever told you guys. SZA. I really like her. I think her voice is so unique. I like her songwriting. Random question. Do you think SZA will be one of the greats? Will she eventually be will she have the impact, the importance of a Shaka Khan, a Patti LaBelle? I think so. Okay. Main topic. Phone lines open right now. Jeezy filed for divorce. Damn. Florida boy Jay, are you out there? So anybody want to call in off the rip and just approach this? Because I think I have a theory. I'm going to lay my theory out right now. Right now, because I'm jumping out the window. It's early. After the dust settled, after the honeymoon, after reality set in, and, he realized, because Jeezy's almost 50, he realized, this is my wife. This is it. The sound of this voice, her idiosyncrasies, the smell of her breath, in the morning, that's reality. When she passes gas, this is my wife and my life and the mother of my child. And something else that again, different cultures, very, very different cultures. I think Jeezy may have, and this is just a theory, I have no proof, Jeezy may have realized she's a nigga lover. That was wrong. But now, didn't she say at one point in time something about white, and then she likes dark meat? Troll babies, help me out, because otherwise I'm just gonna go off the fucking rails. Did Jeezy, in his heart of hearts, a South Carolina nigga, did he look at her and say, I married a nigga lover? Did he stumble across her porn collection? Everybody has a certain fetish, a certain type. Did he stumble across her porn collection? Did he see she's got all sorts of porn bookmarked with, Asian girls getting DP'd? Did he confront her about it and say, hey, what is this? Do you guys know what DP'd means? Mammy's celebrating. Girl, I knew it. Sit tight on the phones. I see you guys. We're going to turn up tonight on the bullshit. You know what DP'd means. Oh, 105 fam, I see you, my niggas. Salute, salute, salute. It means double penetrated. Is that her thing? Now, this is alleged. I don't know. This is just a theory. Did he have a conversation with her and say, hey, yo, what is all this? And she's, it's just a fantasy. It's nothing. I'm with you. And the shit started to bother him. What is love? Love is two fools with a misunderstanding. That's what they used to say back in the 70s. The definition of love is two fools with a misunderstanding. So he could love her in his heart of hearts, but certain shit just a nigga can't get past. A nigga can't get past. Now, my question to you, is he a real nigga? Now, where's he from in South Carolina? Hang on, is it Columbia? I forget. Where's he from? Is Jeezy a Columbia nigga? Oh, my goodness, the snowman. He's from South Carolina, origin. Columbia, South Carolina, born in 1977. Jeezy, you were supposed to pimp her out, nigga. The name of the game is pimp or die. You've heard me say this, folks, on many, many occasions. The best pimps are Southern pimps, huh? Not that I'm condoning this, but a Southern pimp will give a bitch a ground and pound, choke her out, verbal abuse her, just... Not saying that you have to do that, but maybe he just didn't have that in him. Phone lines open right now. I'm going to have a lengthy conversation this evening. Oh, and also, guys, in my community section, wow. Minnie Mouse. I call her Minnie Mouse. I hate that acronym, AOC. You guys know what I'm talking about? They had a press conference up in New York City today. Alexandria Cortez. I don't say her middle name. Fuck her middle name. I call her Minnie Mouse. They had a Democratic, a press conference. The Democrats were talking. It was Midtown Manhattan, talking about the escalating migrant crisis. And they're talking about, these people want to work, let them work, as if, New Yorkers are preventing them. It was at the Roosevelt Hotel, for those who know where that is, the Roosevelt Hotel. And they've turned that into a mega shelter. Has the National Guard been called in? That's my question to you, because people were out there just protesting the press conference, shouting, send them back, send them back, send them back. It's crazy, but it's beautiful, okay? All right, let's get to the show here. Friday night, hang on a second. Got my head right. Okay, hold on a second. Area code 909. Are you there on a Friday? We're going off the rails.
Hey, sir.
Hey.
Hey, sir. Cousin Mercy here.
Hey.
How are you? Happy Friday. Hope you can hear me okay. You're the toe, baby. Ready to go off the rails on this bull stuff.
Our mammies dancing in the street. Let's just get right. Our mammies celebrating Jeezy. Down for the count. Cousin Marcy.
I wouldn't say celebrating. I'm not celebrating myself, but I can honestly say when they first did pop off as an item, I didn't believe that it would last. Who am I to judge anybody's relationship? But she just always struck me as kind of, I don't know.
Hating from the sideline. Come on, Marcy, it's Friday. Step it up. Come on, let's go. How long did you think the marriage was going to last? 3 years, 6 years? You were hating. How long?
6 months. I didn't see no future in that. There's no future in their fronting. He might have just, did the player move on her and said, oh, well, you think the dark meat is supposed to only be the side meat? Okay, well, we'll show you. You gonna make me your number one. And then just, maybe he did find a collection of some kind of weird fetish that she had. Who knows? But, yeah.
Cousin Marcy, listen, I want to get right to it tonight. Did Jeezy wife, did he wife a nigga lover? Come on.
Nigga lover. Yeah, he did. He absolutely did. Yeah, he did. He did.
Not that you have to agree with me. I'm just asking. Jeezy filed for divorce. Jeezy filed for divorce. Yeah. Come on.
Her comments, her past comments alone, in my opinion, I'm not a ninja, but something was not right. It could have been seen as a fetish. I've experienced this in my own life where the color of my skin was just appealing to that particular side of the hemisphere. They've done that to my children. It's still being done to this day where it's just like, F you as a human. I only see this pretty chocolate or your features or anything, that may be appealing to them, to us. So, yeah, he most definitely did. And like a real player do, he said, I'm out. I'm out. And I'm going to tell
No, Cousin Marcy, no, a real player would hang in there, put 2 more seeds up in her, and pimp her. And pimp her until she loses 60 pounds. Get her back on television. Get her back on television, YouTube, something. OnlyFans page. A pimp ain't letting no bitch go like that. No. I'm sorry, but go ahead, finish up, Cousin Marcy, and promote your platform. Promote your platform before you go.
Too much sugar free on that one. She ain't even worth it, dog. She ain't even worth it. Yeah, we going live tonight on the D-Lou Show, Fabulous Flashback Fridays. Cousin Marcy in the building. We're going to be doing Battle of the Bands. It's going to be some Earth, Wind, and Fire, some Confunction, some any of those that you could think of. We're going to get funky and live tonight. I did realize it's mostly all men bands. We're going to do some of the Whispers. So, yeah, tune in 7 to 9 p.m. on our Blog Talk Radio.
Well, hold on. Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Confunction? That's Earth, Wind, and Fire all day. That's not even a battle. That's not even a battle.
Yeah.
Reasons that we're here.
Versus.
Yeah,
we know who won. Yeah, we're going to get some Lakeside in there, too. So check us out. You on kind of...
Lakeside versus who? The Whispers? That's the Whispers all day. That's the Whispers all day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the beat goes on. Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, Watts Finest. Some more Watts Finest.
Okay. Great to hear from you, Cousin Marcy. Thank you.
Thank you, Star. Have a good show.
You too now. Thank you so much. Cousin Marcy, guys.
Bye.
You can find her in my community section. Area code 914. Good evening. It's Friday. Jeezy threw in the towel. Oh, my goodness. Are you there? 914. Jesus.
Good evening, Star. How are you, dear?
Life is great. Who am I speaking to?
This is Di. Long time. How's it been?
Lady Di from the Star Chamber days. Good to hear from you. How are you?
I am lovely, darling. I am lovely. How about yourself?
Your phone's going in and out. Are you on some type of British cell phone?
All right, let me take my earpiece out.
Yeah. Some type of UK can with a string. We want to hear you. Lady Di, good to hear from you. What's cracking?
Oh, the usual. So let's get right into it.
Please.
Let's get right into it.
Let's
Jeezy.
go. Jeezy.
Okay. He was the only black person at the wedding. Let's start there.
Ooh.
Okay?
Let's go.
Let's start there. Okay? So if she was a nigger lover, she would have had more of them around. Okay? Secondly, if she was a nigger lover, she wouldn't have said that she married the white guy but likes the dark meat on the side.
Okay.
If you're the meat on the side, you're never going to be the priority or the important one. Point blank, period. Thirdly, she married him, if you ask me, because like J.J. Frost said, her show was going kaput and she needed a little stream of income to support her mum and her brother.
Okay.
Fourthly, that mother is a piece of work. Okay, now I'm going to be careful about how I put this because of the algorithm.
Yes. Now, hang on a second. Jeannie's mother is not a public figure, so she's a private citizen. Go very, very
But
easy. Very easy.
I will. These were comments that she has made on a public forum.
Okay.
About her when she was younger, and she had a cousin.
Okay.
Something about showering. Something about telling parental, supervision, and the parental supervision not believing and doing nothing about it.
Okay, stop right there. I don't want to hear any more about that because, again, that could be hearsay. But now, hang on a second.
Okay.
And for those who don't know, this is Lady Di. She goes back with the Star Chamber many, many years. Okay, so you don't think? Or
she did say this, though, on a public forum.
Right.
I will say that. She
Okay.
did say that on a public forum. But we'll forget about that part.
Yeah. It could be here. Now, hang on.
Go on.
So now you think that she is or isn't a chimney sweep lover? That's that old term. Is she a chimney sweep lover?
Absolutely not. What she was is the trash. Well, I hate to say it, but when you look at culturally speaking, she is the trash of the Asian community because the Japanese, the Chinese, the Koreans, they look at them as being white adjacent. Anything in that South Asian area, the Philippines, those areas there, they are looked upon as the browner lot, therefore the more inferior lot. So her getting a high-value white guy is probably not going to happen. Her getting a high-value Asian guy, probably not going to happen. So she thought, okay, this black guy that wants his mixed baby, I will appeal to him, only for him to find out that he doesn't want to handle all of their cultural differences because her mother is a piece of work. Like, she never checks her.
I want to jump in for a second. Lady Di, let's stay away from the mother. Let's just keep it on Jeezy.
I'm trying.
No.
But I'm just saying in their household because he supports them. He financially supports them.
Okay, but let's not say any more. Hang on. No more about Jeannie's mom. Let's keep it on Jeannie and Jeezy.
Jeannie and her.
For those who don't know the correct term with regards to looking down upon certain Asians, they do call them, they have for decades, sick men of Asia. Have you ever heard that? Sick men of Asia. That's it.
That I haven't.
Okay.
But I do know a lot of them, and and they do tell me, their general consensus on the different groupings.
Continue.
So back to them two now.
Go ahead.
He wanted his, he was figuring this is a good look. She's been on TV, clean up his image, so on and so forth. She's looking at, okay, this is a nice stream of income because don't forget, he has all that real estate in Atlanta and Georgia and other places, you see, which will be a problem, even though they have a prenuptial agreement, because prenuptial agreements can be somewhat amended, if you will. Okay, so she's looking at that as a nice stream. He's looking at that as, okay, I get my mixed baby in my clean image. But then once he got in the household, he was like, wait a minute, like you said, are we brushing the back of our tongues? Because that's not something culturally they do.
Okay, I want to respond.
On and so forth.
I would like to respond. I'd like to respond. I hear what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. However, Jeezy is the one that filed for the divorce. I mean,
Exactly.
as far as we know, she could have been in it for the long run. Something triggered within him. Something made him say, I got to get out of here. Does he suffer from...
And I'm telling you...
Well, hang on, if I can just finish. Let me finish my point,
Sorry,
and I'll let you finish up.
Yeah.
Something inside of him, at his age, he's almost 46. I'm not going to say he's 50. Something inside of him said, hey, this is not my wife. This seemed like a good idea at first, but he didn't even hang in there for 4 years. Usually,
Not even. Mm-hmm.
Usually after the 5-year mark, you know,
Fifth year. Mm-hmm.
The 5-year mark, a man says, you know, hey, fuck it, you know, this is it. I surrender. But after 2 years, he's the one that filed for the divorce. Finish up, please, Lady Di. Go ahead.
Okay. Again, I will say that it's quite simple to see that he filed for the divorce because of that cultural difference. He thought that this would be a great preference, quote unquote, preference choice. But then, again, he is a guy from the country. At some point, he's going to want his cornbread. He's going to want his smothered yams. He's going to want all this stuff. He's not going to want noodles and boiled water. You see.
Let's go, Lady Di. Let's go.
So therefore, you know, and raw eggs.
Right.
On your meat.
Yeah.
Half cooked. That's that on that.
You're right.
Isn't it?
You're right. You're right. You're right. Bitch, I need gravy on my rice. Stop putting a raw egg on the lo mein. Bitch, I told you once.
This is it.
Come on.
I mean, these are people that will eat raw meat. Okay? You got to remember what the diet is like.
Right.
You know? So therefore, you know, he's going to get tired of that, you know, and being that she's got nothing popping for them to always be out and, you know, go into their little red carpets and this and that, she's got nothing popping. Yeah. So between being malnourished, definitely being under taken care of in the bed region.
Right.
I guarantee you that. Look at that thing. All right. She could barely open her mouth. You know, among other things, he was like, you know what? This ain't worth it.
Okay.
This ain't worth it.
Okay. Lady Di, I have to take other calls. I appreciate you and great to hear from you. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you.
As always.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. All right. Lady Di. Anybody remember Lady Di? You know? Oh, she used to give great perspective back in the Star Chamber days. You know, you see that people check on me. They come in and out, you know. Pause. That was crazy. Pause. They come back and visit the show. Rashad, I got your donation star. Kanye is the Quincy Jones of today. Diddy is Pat Boone. That's a very good argument, sir. But, you know, Kanye or Ye has had too many controversies that, you know, take away from the music. It's like, dude, just do the music. Stop with all that dyeing your hair in your mid-40s. That's like some young, silly shit, you know, and just a host of other things. But thank you for your donation, Rashad, okay? Alencia got your donation. Oh, my goodness. Blade going hard in the paint. Damn, Jeezy got tired of eating fried dog. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Area code 713, good evening. Jeezy filed for divorce. What say you?
Yo. What's happening, sir?
Sir, your phone sounds crazy. Can we start over? What was that? What the hell was that?
I'm sorry, can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I had dropped it a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I think, you know, keep in mind, man, you know, this is her second failed marriage, man. Failed. So it's something she's doing I mean, I think her last situation went kind of crazy, but maybe he saw that she was more in it financially. Maybe this is what that was. Maybe he I mean, because 2 years go by like tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Like a year goes by crazy.
Right.
So, maybe he probably noticed that her family, like the last caller just said, they was more in it financially. He peeped the BS, and he just said, "Let me get ghosts." Another thing I thought about, maybe he wanted his cake and eat it too, and felt like, let me go ahead and dip out of here before she ended up finding out. You know what I'm saying? Before the side chicks finds out. Because keep in mind, he's on the book tour right now. He's traveling. He got a book out. She just got a new deal for doing like a new show with a new guy, with a new host. So maybe it could be one of those things to make Snowman be like, I got to get back to the old me, So that's just my perspective on it,
Well, hang on a second, sir. Let me respond to what you're saying. And
fine, she had a baby with him.
Sir, if I can respond to what you're saying, hang on. Mm-hmm. I know nothing about what she's doing. I don't follow either one of these people, and I didn't go to either one of their Instagram accounts today. But in all reality, it's all on the pimp. He's a South Carolina nigga. He's supposed to be, game tight at his age. Tight. Even if she's in it for the bag, you shut it down. Check her, check the mama, check the whole family. No company today because I said so. Bitch, turn that phone off. Turn the phone off. But bitch, we ain't gonna have no lights for 4 hours because I said so. It's on the pimp, sir. I mean, like, are we supposed to just think that he was just, a shell of a man off the rip? I mean, go ahead and finish up. It's on the pimp, man. Come on, finish up.
Snowman, man. By the way, that new Puffy album is jamming. People can say what they want to say, okay, but the man created a nice R&B collaboration album.
Got you.
If you remember, he did the Last Train to Paris album, which is a dope album, by the way, too. And they actually got a couple songs on the album like that as well.
Okay.
The album is dope. This is kind of like a sprinkle of a vintage Puff. I don't know if the Hitman did some production on here, but it has that vibe on there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, they got the skits on there, the little interludes.
Right.
Casey is on the album. I mean, the album is dope. People can
Casey from Casey and JoJo and Jodeci. Yes, that Casey?
Yes,
okay.
They're on there.
Okay.
He's like, he's flipping in a lot of 90s vibe type joints.
Is Carl Thomas on the album? What happened to him? He was a good guy.
Nah, damn, that's funny. Nah, he's still not on the album. he should have been on the album, right?
He was a hell of a singer, Carl Thomas. Good guy,
great
too.
Singer.
Nice guy. I mean, really, really cool, down to earth. Anyway, hey, man, I appreciate the call. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, okay. Can I get a Columbia, South Carolina nigga on the line? What the fuck happened to the Snowman? He's supposed to pimp the bitch out, nigga. We filing for divorce. Uh-oh. Let's get to it. Good evening, sir. Friday night, we spoke earlier. Where are you, sir? Get the boy off your lap and get on the line. Come on, man. Number 9.
Okay, get off my lap, boy. Get off my lap.
Come on, what's cracking?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
well, hello. Well, before I start, is it just me, or does Lady Di sound like Jane Seymour? Remember Jane Seymour?
Yeah.
Dr. Pym, medicine woman.
Wow.
I was listening to her, and all I could think of was Jane Seymour.
Lady
She
Di.
was in the Bond
Yeah.
film.
She's been holding down the machine over the years, and she's really, really nice looking woman too. Lady Di.
Yeah. But just Jane Seymour, the whole, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Who remembers that show? I don't know.
Okay, let's bring it up to date here. Jeezy filed for divorce. Number 9. What the fuck is going on, man?
Well, like we spoke, it for some reason it just did not surprise me. I was like, well, yeah. I mean, I thought it'd last a little longer, but he was on his way out. I mean, if you looked at them, if you watched them in interviews and online, there was just no internalized chemistry there. It was just Jeezy always standing next to an Asian chick.
I disagree.
He had a premiere.
I disagree.
I never saw the chemistry. I never saw it. I just saw two people together. I mean, they seemed affectionate at times, but she never fawned over him. Most women who are madly in love, they starry-eyed when they look at their men. They fawn over him. They're drawn to him, and the man has a very masculine bravado of love towards his woman. You never saw that with him. They were holding hands at premieres, and they smiled with their baby, for the photo ops, but I just never saw that chemistry.
Okay.
Just me.
Okay.
I think it's time for Jeezy to come home. Is that what they say? When a black man
Stop.
When a black man
Stop. Mammies are celebrating right now. There's going to be so many videos made about this breakup. Mammies are dancing in the street. Yeah, girl, I knew it.
Girl,
we don't want you back. That's what they're saying. They're not saying come over. They're saying we don't want you back. No, go on over there.
Go over there and have them chicken wings and pork fried rice.
Ooh.
Go over there. Go over there with them dry boneless spare ribs and the shrimp fried rice. Well, yeah. It's black women are so hateful. Black women go on there with that dry pork fried rice. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Black women are so hateful.
Wait a minute. Dana, where's Dana? Dana with the data? What happened to Dana?
Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Wrong show, Dana.
Dana hold on. Everybody hold on. Dana, are you there? I hit the wrong goddamn button. Is that Dana?
Yes, you just unmuted. Yes, can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Good to hear from you. Dana was cracking. Number 9's on the line. You and I spoke briefly earlier. Are mammies celebrating, Dana? I'm not calling you a mammy, but are mammies celebrating? Are they dancing in the street? What's going on? What happened?
Well, I think that the quote-unquote mammies are trying to be objective and act like reporters or journalists, but deep down they probably are happy. I want to see, since we're going back into time. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on for 1 second. Sorry.
Okay. Number 9, are you there? Stay there, number 9. Don't you go nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had my premiere started, but I want to see, since we're going back in time, rekindling, I want to see Jeezy now go back to Keisha Cole. That's what I see trending. So let's make that happen. Maybe that's why he filed for a divorce. I don't know. I don't really care that he filed for a divorce, but I do want to know why. What happened?
Okay. Number 9, you want to jump, and I'm not sure where Dana's going.
Dana, is this the vitriolic black woman of you coming out? Because I hear like a joy in your voice as you're talking about this. Are you happy?
No, I want him to get back. I don't care if he divorced the Asian woman or not. I didn't care that they were together. Now, I did question that when she announced they were going to raise their child to be genderless. So that raised an eyebrow with me, but maybe he came to his senses with that. But I want to see him go back with Keisha Cole, but I really don't give a damn about who Jeezy married or getting divorced. So I'm not part of.
Hang on, Dana. I have to jump in here. I have to jump in. We do care. So if you don't care, maybe this topic isn't for you. We care. We need to know what happened.
No, I want to know what happened too.
Oh, okay.
I'm just not. jumping for joy that he left the Asian woman.
Okay, well,
Like how that's not affecting my life.
I need to get to
We
the
don't
bottom
need
of
no
this.
black woman.
Number nine.
We don't need no black woman putting salt. We don't need no black woman putting salt on Jeezy right now. That's what you're trying to do. You know, it's always a black woman somewhere talking about, I don't care. I didn't want him anyway.
Yeah.
We're not asking if you wanted him. You know, right now Jeezy is at the top of his game. He should go to a white woman.
Do you
He
want
should go to
black
a white
women
woman.
to be? Wait. Do you want black women to have an attitude? Number 9, is that what it is? Is that what you're trying to put out there?
You know, please.
No.
I just want you to for once just have some dulcet and vulnerability in your voice and some love and some virtue. You always got to come off with a
Wait. Love and virtue for who? Wait. Love and virtue for who? For black men?
Yeah, I mean, yes. I mean,
Yes.
you always
Okay.
have
So
to
let me
hate
wait.
them.
Hold on. Wait. No. Slow down, Mr. Bussy. Slow down. Because last night I had
whoa. Dana, hold on. First of all, we've got some static on your line, and you just called number 9 Mr. Bussy. So you've made it personal. Dana. Go ahead.
Yes, he knows why I made it personal.
You know
Because
that
I called
Rory-
him
you know that
earlier
Rory
today
pack.
via text.
One at a time, please. One at a time. Go ahead, Dana.
Right. So you saying I don't have love for black men, but I was the only one that called into the show last night checking a white man that was disrespecting black men. So where were you at when you had a white man disrespect you on a national YouTube channel? So don't sit up here and try to say, Go ahead.
For starters, you will refer to that white man as Mr. moving forward. Because in my book,
Right.
he's Mr.
Okay.
He's Mr. Rory. He stood up to black bullies on that show. That's what I saw. And
okay.
I hope he allows me to be the only nigger to speak on the Star Report. I hope he allows me to be the only nigger that can speak. You will refer to him as Mr.
I see your black face with orange lips, cooning, buffooning, self is coming out right about now. Okay.
Hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello.
Okay, guys, let's slow it down here. All right, Dana, you just said a premiere on your show. What is the topic on your platform, The Real Dana?
Oh, yeah, it is a clip from the show we did yesterday, how pop culture transferred into 304 culture. Okay. So talking about the Sukihana, Sexy Reds and stuff like that. But when you text me earlier, I was interviewing someone, and I didn't know if you mentioned or brought up the Diddy's new album, Love. I didn't know if you mentioned that because I know that's not the main title.
You said you were intimate when I text you. You were intimate? What'd you say?
No, I was interviewing.
Interviewing. Okay.
Yes.
I only heard 6 tracks on the new Diddy track, but we're gonna get to that later. You heard the whole album?
Okay.
Whole album?
No. I was going through the songs because I went through all the songs. Okay. And I told you earlier I loved it, so I didn't know if you had touched on it, but I didn't want to go off topic. Okay. So that was it.
Great to hear from you, Dana. Hang on, number 9. I have to get to the bottom of this, Dana, but thank you for calling. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, number 9. Hold on, G. Richmond. I do care. God damn, I care. What the hell happened to Snowman? Was he ever a pimp? Number 9, sit tight. I got what happened to Florida Boy Jay? He was on the line. Florida Boy Jay, where are you, sir? What happened? His call dropped out.
Moving forward, I want to be known as Number Tether. Moving forward.
Where
Number Tether,
is
please.
Florida Boy Jay? Are you there, sir? Area code 904 tapping in from Jacksonville.
Yo.
Yes, sir.
Niggas, hey, listen. Hey, is this a washed up church mammy night? Like, what we doing? Is this washed up church mammy night? I hear a whole bunch of gums rubbing together and pantyhose waving in the air, celebrating a bald-headed black man. Really, I feel like taking an L. This isn't a Jeannie Mai L. This is a bald-headed black man who don't know what he wants else.
Right.
Okay? You're 45. You did your Jesus snowman. You sold all the dope in the street.
Mm-hmm.
You drove all the cars. Lived the rap life. Then they put you on Fox Soul in a monkey suit, and you leveled up. You left the Booger Bear nigga bitches alone, and you leveled up. Okay? And that's what you're supposed to do. Bad guy different, you got different. I followed a nigga like Jeezy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We put the monkey suit on, leave the nigga bitches alone with the kitchens in the back, right? And now he done smelled some weed burning, lace tray, something going on. He's reverted back to the niggerdom of black women, and these hoes celebrating. Yeah, they ain't want no more fried rice. They don't want no more egg rolls. Black bitch, what was you cooking, huh? What was you doing, huh? What the hell are you coming here talking about? Shut your ass up. Half y'all don't even have a man, and you're mad that the Asian woman lost a man, but she kept the bag. You couldn't even keep the bag. Hell is you talking about? Bald-headed, washed-up church man is calling a while tonight, kicking up smoke. Shut y'all asses up, get back in that kitchen, and burn the grits like you've been doing. What is y'all talking about?
Okay.
How you doing, number 9? What's going on?
With the cheese, with the burnt cheese on them grits, by the way.
With the burnt cheese on the top. Now, you know it. You know it.
Those sloppy handkerchief head mammies. I know what you're talking about.
What the hell are they talking about tonight, nigga? Big nigga.
As long as you don't say no names, just keep it generic. Keep it generic. Yeah, so Florida boy Jay Jeezy filed for divorce. I think this is an L, man, for him. I mean, damn, dog. 2 years, she pushed out your beautiful seed. What a beautiful little baby. And all we have, according to TMZ, is that they can't reconcile. Pardon me. There's no chance to reconcile. That's all I see. All we can do is speculate. Florida boy Jay.
And this is the problem with it, because see, Jeezy knew why you got with the Asian girl. You can get with the non-black woman. You can slide off, cheat. You know what I'm saying? Talk them crazy here and there. You know what I'm saying? And she gonna stay down because she's submissive. She's a woman. She's going. She honors her man. She worships the ground Jeezy walks on, right. And he should be appreciating that. You're gonna get old. Your back gonna go out, and you need that Oriental Asian woman to take care of you when you get old. You got the beautiful child there, the biracial child. You know what I'm saying? You got everything you want. Sit your ass back. Keep going on tours, bringing the money in. But somehow, some way, Star, I think a nigga bitch got in his ear and fucked up the bag, man.
Okay. Hang on a second, guys. Famously Blacker, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Famously Blacker. Food, peace, and self-care. Got your donation. Top tier fuckery on a Friday night. Love it. Salute, Boss Hog. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Number 9, I want to finish up with you because I have other calls here. Any interest in Diddy's new album, number 9? Diddy's new album.
I have zero interest in a washed up '90s hip hop and R&B mogul. Zero interest. Because it's just a different time. Okay. I'm listening to Suki Hana and Big Red, and Big Red. So that's who we're listening to. Suki Hana and Big Red.
You mean sexy?
So it doesn't.
Sexy Red? You mean Sexy Red?
Yeah, Sexy Red. So Diddy is passe. He's passe.
Okay.
We know it.
Okay.
And also, if young Jeezy is listening to this, I would implore him, if he truly decides to move on, do not go with a West Indian woman or an African woman. Step up, grade up, and go with a white woman. If he is going to continue on with his life, do not go with a West Indian. That means a Haitian, Jamaican, Trinidad, Bahamian, Nigerian, Uganda, Ghana. Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it. That's taking a step back.
Okay.
You understand?
Great to hear from you, number 9. Let's catch up tomorrow. I'm sure we will. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Everybody hold on. That was number 9, tapping in, a.k.a. Gene Richmond. I think Crime Skills is on the line. I see hang on a second, guys. Florida boy Jay, sit tight. Crime Skills says anytime. Ooh, Crime Skills says anytime Rory calls in, hold him on the line. Okay, Rory, are you there? Crime Skills got your name in his mouth. Rory called in last night, and nobody wanted to smoke except Dana. Carla, I got your donation. Thank you so much for your support. Carla, you are appreciated. I got your Cash App, okay. bring in area code. Hold on a second, guys. 201. Florida Boy Jay is with me. Are you there? 201. Jeezy has filed for divorce. What say you? Are you up to speed? 201.
Yes, sir. How you doing? I just wanted I'm gonna just dump this real quick.
Come on.
Because I wanted to give context, peace, and thank you for letting me on the show.
Yes, sir.
Give context to what you're saying. I think people skipping over what you mean by nigga lover, because I myself just ended up with a very successful woman. She was non-black, black American anyway, and we were living in LA doing all this stuff, and we go home, she want to watch these whack-ass Tubi movies, and when she come to visit my family, she want to put braids in and shit. Like, it's crazy. So he probably, after 2 years of being around her, feeling like she was feeling how she was feeling because she was with the snowman, he probably, that shit probably made him sick. So I just wanted to touch on that.
Well, let me respond to what you're saying is stay with me. Stay with me. It's a very old term, and it probably doesn't sit well with the newer generation because, today's generations, Gen Z, the millennials, they're working on a different set of ideals, so to speak. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It can be if the Caucasian or whatever other culture, ethnicity is doing too much. But if you have
exactly,
hang on, just let me finish this last point. Let me finish this last point. But if you are driven by a black fetish, a sexual fetish, then that is something that can be dangerous. That is somebody that you have to look at and say, wow, are you really down for me? Do we really have something here? It's okay if you're with a Caucasian and she appreciates black culture. She loves the black experience, black heritage, black pride. That's fine. But if she is sexually driven, if Jeannie was in that bed telling Jeezy, I don't want to get too crazy, but telling him to give her the slave dick, give me the slave dick.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, even the girl I was with, she said mandingo, and then she said she didn't really know what it meant.
Oh,
and I'm like, well, why are you saying it to me?
Yeah.
So this is where I'm saying, like, after stuff like that slips out after so long, you kind of just be like, damn, like, So, So when, to the phrasing you was using, like you said, they don't really, use the phrasing that we use. I'm 45, so they don't, understand where we got the kind of, phrasing that we use and how we talk a lot of times and when we just say it. But yes, I think that what you saying as far as when you say nigga lover is going over people's head. They don't understand, like, it's just like you really did. And you said it in the beginning. You explained fetish, but they not sticking with that. Like, they not understanding, like, when somebody just fucking with you just because, like, of that. You know, but I just wanted to bring that back around. Thank you for letting me tap in.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, sir. Salute. Yes,
sir.
Okay, all right. Florida Boy Jay, back to you, sir. When's the next time you're going live, and did you put up a new episode, Florida Boy Jay, on your channel?
Yeah, we got it. Like I said, we did a new episode. It was me, left-handed, Yada Bear. We talked about week 1 NFL season, gave our predictions, Monday morning quarterback, talked about everything, wall-to-wall coverage. So you go to Left Handed channel and catch the episode. You go to Florida Boy J on YouTube, catch the episode, just making sure that we're getting the right promotion and we're just expanding, the eyes for the sports commentary, especially during the football season. But one of the topics, like you said, about this Jeannie Mai situation, and I think it is a good dynamic that you brought up in the last caller brought up, is when you do date outside of your race, you have to be careful and look out for the fetish comments, the behaviors, like when he say, your girl wants to get braids and watch stupid Tubi movies, or when you date outside your race, it's like, okay, you might think she likes you for you, but sometimes she just likes the aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it is just a certain archetype, a certain look that she's going after. And once you understand that you're not special, you just fit a certain look that, sexually drives her. As a man, you gotta wake up and get the hell out of that situation. If that's what Jeezy was going through, and sometimes I can lean a little to that side too. It did seem that she was embellishing being with the snowman, being with a rapper, wearing certain clothes, talking kind of, with some hip hop slang, and Jeezy a cool laid back nigga. He probably like, hey, you doing too much.
Yeah.
But you were talking about.
Hang on a second. I want to just jump in. It's more so, in my opinion, a cultural difference. You see, race is a social construct. There's no such thing as race. I'm sure you know this. It's a cultural difference, right, or sometimes a cultural barrier. And if one person can assimilate to the other culture, then that's a great thing. That's easy. That you can work around, you can work with it. But if you detect someone who is, they just want the sexual gratification, they want to celebrate the flesh, then that could be a place where Jeezy he peeped it and said, I got to get out of here. I can't work with this. I've been talking to her. I've been trying to help her for a year, but ain't nothing here. Then I may have to give him a pass. Go ahead.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, though, I still feel like Jeezy, you dropped the ball, man. You knew what you was doing when you got with her. You knew she was leaving some square-ass white dude. You was going to kick her with all the flavor, you know what I'm saying? You was going to, gas her up. And it was a look. If you need to cheat or you need to step out and do your thing, you could have did it with her. She seemed submissive enough, and she seemed like she was so enamored with him. He could have, got away with murder pretty much. And instead of him just holding it down, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, you want a divorce. It's a little messy. I just think if you're 45, you decide to get married, you don't have to, and you got the bag, stay with her, nigga. The hell are you doing?
All right. Hey, man, good to talk to you. I got to get some other calls in here. Good to hear from you, Florida Boy Jay.
Yeah, I want to talk about Diddy album, but yeah, you have a great show, man.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Yep.
Folks, sometimes my lingo, well, a lot of the times it's different. I'm different. We're all different, but you don't have to take what I say as law, It's a different day and time. I get it. I understand it. But sometimes ideologies are cemented. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter what gets upgraded or what is more, current or in real time. Sometimes ideologies are cemented. And if a person, again, just has a fetish and you detect it and you try to work with them, at some point, you may become disgusted with the other person and say, you know what? I don't like this person. I don't like this person. And when you stop liking someone, then it's time to go. That may have been what happened. Maybe he just doesn't like her. Never mind love. You can love someone. Hey, she gave birth to his seed, a beautiful little life force. I'm looking at it, beautiful little life force. If I don't like you, don't touch me. Nah, I don't want no sex. We're not having makeup sex. Bitch, I don't like you no more. Anybody on that type of time? Fuck all that makeup sex shit. Bitch, stop touching me. Bitch, I'm going to sleep. Roll over on your side of the bed. Fuck out of here. Hey, Yvonne, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Okay. Is it Danielle? Oh, Daniel. I think it's Daniel. Got your donation. Thank you so much. I know someone named Danielle. I'm not sure of the last name. Well, I knew her. I haven't spoke to her in years. Hope she's okay. Thank you for your donation. Okay, Blade, I don't know where you're going, Blade. Thank you for tapping in. The fuck? Okay. Crime Skills has called out Rory. Rory, are you out there? Two-Tone got your donation. Thank you, sir. He says, this show is wild tonight. Well, sir, it's Friday. It's Friday, my nigga. You already know what it is. Big Key tapping in. Thank you for your donation, sir. Hang on a second. I got to go back. Back into time. Big Aki, his first donation says, I guess Jeezy woke up and got out. LOL. Fuck the mammies. I was mad he married her. She's, whoa, Big Aki, whoa. We can say nigga all day, every day, but some of the stuff you're saying is just, let me go easy. Okay, soup eating ass. Yeah, okay, thank you. Then he says Jeezy got tired of looking at those. Whoa. He's talking about fortune cookies and all sorts of crazy shit. Debonair got your donation. Best pimps are Midwest pimps. We can pimp with our hands in our pockets. Southern pimps practice guerrilla pimping. You got some bona fide stomp down Midwest pimps who I've known throughout the years, but no, sir. Southern pimps set the template, you know? I've known Southern pimps all my life. I mean, they are masters of not just, guerrilla pimping, but finesse pimping as well, okay? Oh, Rory said, give me 15 minutes, and I got smoke. Oh, wow. He said, I got smoke for the coconut. Okay, Crime Skills, Rory's calling in 15 minutes, okay? Friday night, you know what it is. Alex, 1994, sent to the donation. I love seeing preferences get the same black men. It's a constant reminder that they're not as special as they're portrayed to be. Oh, okay, and then he's talking really crazy. Thank you, Alex, 1994. Here's a donation from Up Jumps Da Bussy. Jeezy got rid of that. Okay, wow. To get back on his ATL Bussy. Okay, he's going back to ATL Bussy. I don't know if he has any ATL Bussy, but thank you for your donation. Hold on a second. Let me go to area code 340. Friday night, good evening, 340. Jeezy throw in the towel, file for divorce. Our mammy's celebrating. Good
evening.
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking.
Good evening. 1051 farm checking in. What's up?
How are you, sir? How are you?
Yeah, man. I just called in to chime in on the young Jeezy thing, man.
Yeah.
We gotta look at all the signs, right? We got a man of Jeezy status. You know what I'm saying? Carefully picking a wife from another race. You know what I'm saying?
Culture.
Trying to find someone that he can have a child with and do business with and live his life with.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, in 2 years he just drops everything and he files for divorce.
Yes,
man.
yes.
So that shows you that something she threw something on him that he wasn't aware of, man. Something popped up that he wasn't aware of that she couldn't hide anymore, and it messed him up, man. That's the only thing I could see that happen. You know what I mean? He's a Southern man. You know what I'm saying? Not that says much, but you know what I mean? He's a Southern guy. You know what I mean? More conservative for the most part. So she had to do something weird and strange that he couldn't deal with,
Yeah.
Got him off of his route, man.
Are you married, sir? Are you married?
Yeah.
Okay. How many years, may I ask? How many years?
5 years now.
Okay. Just personally speaking, if I stop liking you, I don't want to fuck with you no more. I don't want no sex. Get the fuck from around me. If I stop liking you, the best relationships I have had with females, and I've had some really good relationships. I can't front and act like, they were all bad. No, I've had some really good relationships. The best ones were with females that I liked. We could do things together, talk, laugh, business, fuck all that, Some guys are driven by sex, That's never been me.
Right.
It's never been me. But if I stop liking you, I don't want no pussy. Nah, I don't need you slobbing the knob. I don't need you blowing the bagpipes in B flat. And I don't need you playing the skin flute. Fuck out of here. I'm one of them niggas. So maybe that's who Jeezy is. Go ahead.
I mean, when I look at the signs, man, I say, at his age, I don't see him getting with somebody he don't like. I just think that after the marriage, I just think that something weird's going on, man. She it's something weird she opened up to him about, and he's like, nah, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just find it strange, at his age that after 2 years, after a baby and everything, he's just dropping the ball. I think she really messed him up, man. She came up with some kind, I don't know what it was. But.
Well, my early theory, and not that you had to hear me, but my early theory is that she probably, came to him and said, hey, can we spice things up a little bit? Can you get a friend and whilst he's plowing me in the rectum, you can plow me in the mouth. Pause.
Likely, man.
Yeah?
Most likely, man. Because look, Jeezy come from the streets, right? He's a southern guy from the streets.
Right.
This girl is a show host, a former makeup artist. She's already in with the Hollywood vibe, you know what I mean? So, she probably, played it cool for 2 years, and then she pushed the baby, and she's like, listen, I need to get back on this, this freaky behavior I was into before.
Right.
What's up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's like, nah, I'm out of here, you know what I mean? That's my take on that, man.
Thank you, sir. Salute. Thank you for your call. Salute.
Respect.
Yeah,
yes,
respect.
Sir.
Okay, all right. Jeezy looked at her and said, this bitch is for the streets. This bitch is for the streets. Spirit, I see you in the live chat, sir. Do you want to call in? It's Friday night. Spirit, Smooth Tunes on YouTube. Call in, man, even if you're sipping. I'm sitting here sipping. Let's promote your platform, man. Who sent it a donation here? Frank White, I got you, sir. Thank you for your donation. Folks, at the top of the live chat is the PayPal link where you can make a donation. Also, let me promote my business here for a second, guys. I'm coming to the phones. Everybody, hang on. We've got some brand new analytics in, and we're doing some very unique things in terms of advertising, sponsorship, and promotion. If you don't have the money right now, just holler. We'll work with you. You guys know we do the layaway plans. And Deeds just sent me a text. Deeds says, don't forget to mention that we have pay attention merch. The slogan that I've been saying for decades. Pay attention, pay attention. I brought that out on radio decades ago. So you can go into the community section. There's a banner there. You can get your pay attention merch and other things as well. Thank you, Deeds, okay? All right. That's my email address on the screen if you want to be a sponsor. Let's bring in area code 845. Good evening. It's Friday. Jeezy filed for divorce. Is this an L for black men or mammies celebrating? 845. Yes, no, maybe. I got to go in 5, 4, 3. Okay. He or she clicked off. You're scared. Area code 843. Good evening. Jeezy.
Hey, good evening, sir. How you doing today, sir?
I'm great, sir. I'm great. Life is fucking great. How are you, sir? It's cracking.
Good. Long time listener, first time caller. Sent in donations. I'm actually on the way to my military drill weekend. So
salute.
I'm tapped into the top.
Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for your service. Where do you want to start?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So about the Jeezy and his wife situation, man, I think honestly what happened was she woke up one day, she decided she didn't want to be the urinal for the white man, and she wanted to be the cum dumpster for the brother. Respectfully. And that lasted for a season, and I think he peeped that. I was engaged once upon a time to somebody of the opposite race. I'm a brother myself.
Okay.
I was engaged to somebody like that, and I mean, it was, when the smoke cleared, it was really a fetish. She was assimilated to white culture and tapped into white culture, and she made it a point to keep it real. She made it a point to kind of weaponize me against weaponize me, when it came to her friends and whatnot. But when it came to protection, it's like you run to my cover and run to, the cover and the protection that I had. And,
Right. Hello? Are you there? Hello? Sir, did your phone drop out? Are you there? 843. What happened? 843?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. Okay, so I hear what you're saying, but to be objective, isn't it on Jeezy to turn her thinking around, or is she too old? She might be too old. Maybe he didn't peep game at first, and then when he realized after she pushed out that beautiful little life force, maybe he then said, "Damn, she's too far gone. She's for the streets. Fuck out of here." But isn't it on the man?
Never too old. I'm from Jeezy from Columbia. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay.
He's never too old. He needs to lay that gorilla pimp down. Never too old.
Okay. Well,
Never.
if he does that, sir, if he puts hands on her, you got problems. It ain't like back in the days. You can give him a ground and a pound, eye jammy. Can't do that no more, sir. Can't do that.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. No. It's on him. But I mean, Jeezy's in a position where he don't have to deal with that. He don't have to deal with that. He don't have to put up with that. And I mean, it just had a shelf life. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that he married her, and it's unfortunate that you built that family with that woman, and brought that beautiful baby, and he got a beautiful baby. But it is what it is. I think that just goes to show the woman. But I mean, she, the dark meat on the side and all that stuff. I mean, I think he should have kept that what it is, and like to your point, he should have kept that what it was, and he should have put about 3 babies in there and ruined her for the next white man.
Okay, one more question before you go, sir.
Yes, sir.
Objectively speaking, do you think Jeezy could be a hoe ass nigga, a goofy, and a bitch-defied nigga? Not ne'er pimp boning his body. Hang on, not ne'er pimp boning his body. Couldn't handle her. He's sitting on the couch with the PlayStation with his mouth poked out. I don't want to talk. One of them type of hoe ass niggas. And she said, "What's wrong? I love you. I like you. I'll do anything for you. I'll get on the track. What's wrong with you?" And the nigga just didn't have a pimp bone in his body. "I want a divorce." Could he be one of them type niggas? One of them type niggas?
I'm gonna stand on it. Facts. Yeah, he's soft. Jeezy soft. I love your music, Jeezy, but you soft. You a hook ass nigga. I'm gonna stand on it too.
Yeah.
On God.
Yeah.
On God.
Yeah.
And can I give you my thoughts on Diddy's album?
Yeah, I haven't heard it. I only heard 6 tracks, but I like what I hear so far. Okay, Diddy's new album called the Love Album, Off the Grid.
We previewed it today at work. It's all right, man. It's just kind of Diddy's never been a good artist. Diddy's always been he got some little bops and whatnot, but I mean we're gonna forget about that album. We're gonna forget about that album in a couple months.
Okay.
So the whole rollout of giving everybody their publishing and whatnot, it was kind of all for naught because it wasn't a stellar album. It wasn't I've been bumping Nas Magic all day, and Diddy's album, it gets no replay, got no replay value.
Got you. Thank you for your call, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Goo, are you out there? Goo, do you want to call in? Have you launched your YouTube channel yet? Are you going to launch? Goo, when are you going live? Goo deals with publishing, music royalties, ASCAP, BMI. He is behind the whole Diddy giving back the publishing to the bad boy artist. Did we think about yet, folks, or did we discuss that maybe Diddy gave back the radio publishing and publishing for other avenues with the exception of the internet? Did we discuss that yet? Goo, are you out there? Does Diddy retain the publishing for the internet, whether it's TikTok or whatever social media app comes in the future? radio's not dead, but radio is on life support, folks. In case you don't know, I've done radio for years, terrestrial radio. I make more money now on YouTube than I ever made on Hot 97. That's a fucking fact. Does Diddy retain the rights on the internet? And niggas is talking, yo, radio airplay. Pennies on the dollar. White Boy Rory, a.k.a. the new Denzel, was cracking, was popping. Friday night, Rory.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, Star? Everything is good, man. What's up with you?
Crime Skills sent an email. He said, if you want some smoke, he's with it. What's popping? What's happening?
Nobody worried about that Baki boy, man. Yo, I was gonna say, can I say salute to number 9? You know, that's my nigga right there. You know, so salute to number 9. Salute to number 9. And you know, Data, I love you, Data. You know, I love you, Data. You know, if you want to feel like, you know, you stuck up for black men last night, okay, baby. Even though you can't keep a black man, you got it. You stuck up for a black man.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Yo, I wanted to hit on the AOC topic, man.
Whoa. Now hang on, because we got a lot going on tonight. So in my community section is a link to the press conference today in New York City at the Roosevelt Hotel, Alexandria Cortez. I hate that acronym, AOC. I call her Minnie Mouse. The crowd and the protesters were screaming, send them back. She could barely even be heard. Have the National Guard been called in yet, or are they not coming? What's going on?
Yeah. I was down there. I was down there today. I was in Midtown. I walked past the Roosevelt Hotel on my way home.
Okay.
And it wasn't like they had the whole National Guard out there, but they brought them out. They always have them in like Penn Station and Grand Central ever since 9/11.
Gotcha.
And they brought some of them out there. They had 2 of them in the front of the hotel. IDing people coming in and out, and they had 2 of them in the back of the hotel entrance, IDing people coming in and out, and they made them like clear up all their mopeds and all of that were in front of the hotel. They got nervous today, man, because people started stepping up, and you saw it wasn't like it wasn't a bunch of white supremacists. It was pretty diversified, the people that were protesting out there, because
taxpayers, just people who really are fed up, with what's going on with the migrant crisis. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, Star. It's crazy because now they cut 15% cuts across the board on all city agencies to take care of these people, right? That's one thing. The other thing is when you see them, these dudes are banditos, man. These are not immigrants. These guys are muchachos, bad guys, man, bad hombres. They got tattoos on their face. They got, what they say, we got 100,000 we're taking care of. So far, only 800 applied for work permits. So they're not here to work, man. These are like the lowest of the low that are coming from these countries, know?
Yeah. Ecuador, El Salvador, places like that. It's not just
Ecuador, El Salvador, the hellholes of the world. And
wait a minute, Crime Skills is on the line. Hold on, Rory. I'm gonna bring in Crime Skills, but now, before you go, did you see what's going on in South Italy? Oh my goodness, thousands on the beach, Africans.
Yeah. I see that too. Woo. Yo, this isn't a coincidence. Then why is it all black and brown people coming to white countries to populate? This is some sort of plan they got, man. This is some sort of plan they got.
Southern Sicily, the Africans are back. Hang on a second.
The mafia needs to do something about that, man.
The mafia is finished. Crime Skills, are you there, sir?
Needs to do something.
One at a time.
The mafia can't do nothing anymore, nigga. The white people power is over, pussy, nigga. You and all of them rednecks need to understand. The Africans is coming. We coming up into Jamaica, nigga. Go check what happened in Philly the other day, nigga. A couple one other gangster Jamaican. Yo, nigga, let me tell you something. Y'all white. Let me tell you something. Out of the respect for
wait,
I gotta watch what I say.
One at a time.
Watch what I say. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead.
Rory, let Crime Skills speak.
I'm gonna let him talk. Stop. I'm gonna let him talk. So
okay. Rory's on hold. Crime Skills, you have the floor. Go ahead, sir. You have the floor.
Respect, sir. Good night. My apologies. Let me tell you something, Rory. If I had the chance to talk to the Most High, I look at you. Not every one of your kind, but you specifically. When you go outside and you see dried up dog shit that been in the road for days, burnt, you below that. I would never wanna. If I could see I would never wanna be born into this world and be labeled as a white or caucus. I'm a pro-black. I could be racist too and all of that. Y'all ain't got that Charleston massacre and the Buffalo massacre. Not in our world. Pussy nigga. Pussy white nigga. Not in our world. That could have never happened where I'm from, nigga. You hear me? Told you, nigga. You feel me? We, the Africans, we coming over to take this bitch over, and y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't stop it. And when you deport us, guess what? We walk straight back. If we don't come to Mexico, we come to Bahamas. You, not even that fucking wrinkled old nigga Biden can't stop us from walking up in this bitch, nigga. You hear me, dog? That white power shit is over, you pussy, nigga. Go tell that to you and them fucking redneck racist niggas. You feel me? All of y'all, that shit, Italy can't do nothing about it, nigga. Killing them. Okay. The Nigerians is killing them white niggas over there. Go ahead now, you pussy nigga. Okay. I'm here, round 2, nigga.
Okay. Rory, you have the floor.
Yo, son, but we can't even understand that jungle English you saying. Half that shit you said sound like mumbo jumbo, bro. You need to step up your pronunciation. I thought you spoke the Queen's English. Wasn't your people mourning the Queen for 10 days? How come your goddamn legit linguistic skills are shit? That sound like some jungle shit you just said. I couldn't even understand half of that. Second off, Jamaicans ain't Africans. Jamaicans ain't doing shit. What are you talking about? We gonna come here and do whatever we want. You motherfuckers ain't tough. You known as good runners. That's what you known as, the best runners in the world. That's what you do. You run. You don't fight. You run. You ain't going to Queen of England, goddamn the crown over there, a white prime minister. When you got your independence, what you did? You voted for a white prime minister. So don't tell me nothing about no white supremacy. White supremacy been kicking your ass since Jamaica was a motherfucking colony, boy. And ain't shit changed. You a Fleece Johnson booty warrior. You a Fleece Johnson booty warrior cheerleader, man. You know what I'm saying? You a Fleece Johnson booty warrior cheerleader. Yo, Star, I did a reggae freestyle for this bumper clot bussy boy, man. You want me to spit it?
Wait, man, trying to hear that yet. Just wait. Let me respond to you, my
You ain't trying to hear my reggae freestyle?
Just wait. Let me answer. Listen.
What?
Everything I said pertaining to Fleece Johnson, I stand on that. Bitch-made nigga. He a brother. I don't care what he did. You don't know nothing about his life. Everything I said, I stand on it. Hold on.
Rory, let him speak. Rory, let him speak.
One more thing, my nigga. Back in the 90s, we put fear in y'all bitch niggas' hearts. That don't change. Y'all pussy, you couldn't even come outside and hustle. You hear me? Nigga, bro, you know who the shower posse is, nigga? You know how much blood, you know how much y'all niggas we done bodied and murdered, nigga?
They got ran out of town.
Yo, let me tell you something.
They got ran out of town.
Listen. Go check the feds.
Well, most of them actually got sent to jail.
Who you talking to, nigga? You already a raggedy ass white cracker mind.
You act like you tough. You think you tough?
Listen.
Go ahead,
It's like a month ago I stopped coming to New York. Nigga, I used to come to New York every month. You talking this hardcore shit. Now you pussy, nigga. The feds know who we are, nigga. It's dumb crackers like you don't know until you get something in your bumbucklot marrow, nigga. That's what it is, nigga. When they roll up into your crib and see everybody dead, nigga, house burned down, nigga, that's the time we on. You pussy. We just don't war with one of y'all.
Okay.
When we war, we kill and everybody we slaughtered. That's how we war. You can't step in our shoes, nigga.
You're
pretending.
Crime skills. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. All right, Rory, you got some freestyle. What's going on? You have the floor now. Was Rory?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll do my freestyle, but this dude trying to act like he's tough and I come to New York and like, if you ever came to New York and saw me, you would get your Usain Bolt on. You know what I'm saying? I'll grab you by your goddamn moldy ass dreadlocks. I'll grab you by your moldy ass dreadlocks and spin you around so hard you have vertigo for a month, my man. You know what I'm saying? You look like a whole Jamaican helicopter.
Let Rory speak. Crime skills.
You look like a whole Jamaican helicopter.
Let Rory speak.
Yeah, right. You would look like a whole Jamaican helicopter flying down 42nd Street. Bumbleclot bussy boy. Yeah, I got reggae freestyle. Just for him and his Fleece Johnson booty warrior. Here we go. Bomb air. What a bomb. Me no trouble no one. Crime skills a lady, he's not the man. Studying bussy is his occupation. So man's buns, he likes man's buns. Man's buns are sweeter. Crime skills, man's buns. Me no trouble no one. Crime skills a lady, he's not the man. Studying bussy is his occupation. So man's buns.
Okay.
He likes man's buns. Man's buns are sweeter. Man's buns. Yeah, that's for you, Sister Nancy ass nigga. The fuck out of here, man. Don't ever call my name out, boy. Come to New York.
Rory just dropped the N-bomb. Pay attention.
Listen.
Yeah, what?
I could do it. He could set up a celebrity. He could set up a boxing match.
Oh, stop with the boxing, man. You either gonna come fuck me up or you not.
Let's start setting it up, nigga.
Ain't no boxing.
Keep me out of it.
No boxer. You a runner.
Keep me out of it.
Listen.
You a runner. You ain't no boxer. You the runner, man.
For a second, man. Listen to you. Relax. Listen to me.
You ain't never boxed nothing in your life, man.
Listen what I'm saying to you.
It's not kings. The word is not kings. There's an H in it. It's things.
Listen.
It's things, not kings. You goddamn coconut. Nobody understands half your jungle English, man.
We mastered the English language,
dirty ass Jamaican.
That's why we talented. That's why we write so many music. That's why we got so many musicians.
That's what you call the English. You call the English your master. That's what you call the English. You're a pussy boy, man. You like Fleece Johnson.
The little stupid devil German language, so-called.
DJ Envy, I'm accusing you of scamming. You got no money from Star back in 2006. I think that your home and your cars are either leased, you have a mortgage, you don't make $1 million a year from iHeart. I think you are scamming. I would love to get into a lawsuit with you.
Let him set it up, my nigga.
The Irish are the toughest islanders. I set it up on you. I don't care about setting nothing up.
Y'all Irish may be tough to these black Americans, nigga, but not us, nigga. Get that in your head, nigga. You buck out of your raggedy ass mind, nigga.
Stop kicking Guinness, pussy boy.
All right, let me show you something.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
All right, guys, one at a time. Hang on a second. Rory, you are on hold. Crime skills, you have the floor. Let's do one at a time, please. One at a time. Go ahead.
Pick any Jamaican establishment and do what y'all did to them people in South Carolina and Buffalo. Pick any Jamaican establishment, and then I will make international news, nigga. Let me do that. If I dare you or any of your people to do that, I'll crash out for mine any day, pussy, nigga. I got 3 sons right here. Let a cop touch one of them, nigga, my face will be all over the world, bitch, nigga. Ain't no human I fear. I fear the Most High. You know what I understand with the white man? It's only one language y'all comprehend well: violence. I could deliver. Like I said, do what y'all do to them people in South Carolina, Buffalo, and I will show you who I am. I will make news. That's a fact. That is a fact. And my kids won't even suffer, nigga. I will leave this planet my way.
Not you and your kind way, or what y'all think. Y'all go parade me down the street in handcuffs. Not, nigga. I make the decision and how I'm going to leave this bitch-ass planet, you pussy nigga. What you got to say now about that?
Okay.
I told you what you need to do.
Okay, crime
y'all
skills.
Could either set it up,
crime skills.
or y'all could do whatever y'all want to do.
Hang on. Rory's back in the line. Rory, you have the floor.
Yeah, I don't know why this dumb bumbleclock can't understand geography. He keeps talking about rednecks in South Carolina. I'm a New Yorker. I don't know nothing about that old stupid shit and bumbleclock bushy boy. I'm in New York. You know where the fuck I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And you want to know who the toughest islanders are? The Irish are the toughest islanders. We the toughest. We never kissed our oppressor's ass. We fought them to the death. We fought them to the death. Didn't matter if our grandma died. Well, it was for the struggle. It was for the struggle. We follow orders, crime skills. That's the difference between my people and your people. You motherfuckers cave in. All we do, we don't threaten people. We just follow orders and see them things through. You feel me? So remember who you talking to, man. Like I told you, you come around here acting gangster hardcore, I'll whip your ass around by them dreadlocks. I'll give you vertigo for a month, boy. You be in the hospital with stars running around your head, man. You don't know which way is up, which way is down. Well, fuck out of here, man.
Okay, guys.
Go eat a mug cookie sandwich.
Guys, are we done? Guys, are we done? I got to get back to the show.
Your last word.
Yeah,
one last thing.
You're right. We wouldn't go to no Jamaican restaurants to do that. You know why? We don't eat the tail of the cow. That's why. We don't eat the tail of the cow. If I go in, I want a ribeye, bitch. I ain't asking for no goddamn oxtail. The fuck up. No wonder your people eat the tail of the cow. It's close to the bussy. Jamaican ass motherfucker.
We fought the
right.
British for 8
now
we,
what?
we fought the
now what?
We fought the British for
and
80
then
years
cried
and
when the Queen died.
Didn't get defeated. Listen,
yeah,
we fought them for 80 years. Go do some research, my nigga. You a loggerhead.
You stayed in the child's place, man. Your people stayed in the child's place.
We fought the British for 80 years and didn't get defeated. That's fact.
You fell in line.
All right, guys, I have to get back to the show.
You ain't no rebel.
Guys,
you ain't no rebel.
I have to get back to the show.
Thank
you, guys.
I ain't gonna waste time with this pussy. I told him what it is.
Respect,
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Respect.
Okay, all right. Hold on a second. I got to get back to the show. Whew. Give me a second, guys. I want to reset everything. Hold on. Friday night, we're talking about Jeezy has filed for divorce. Showrunner topics. Diddy's new album, which I only heard parts of it, but I like it thus far. I'm up to, I think, track number 6. It's called Pickup, featuring Jaquise and Fabulous. Okay. What else are we discussing here this evening? I wanted to let you guys know that I took the time to listen to Tyrese on his Instagram Live. So if you want to call in and talk about Tyrese and DJ Envy, I'll give you the floor. I know it's, a couple of days old now, but Tyrese, if you ask me, was dropping bombs. At one point, he was, talking. He wasn't screaming or yelling. He was making a lot of sense. And he said, DJ Envy has disrespected his wife more than anybody else. Tyrese was also talking about when he was talking to DJ Envy's wife, Gia, on multiple occasions. He said, hey, can you call Envy and patch him in? So they've been having a bunch of 3-way calls going on. And then Tyrese said, no disrespect, brah, but I've been laying down with some of the baddest girls, on the planet or on 2 feet, something like that. And he said, with regards to your wife, I wouldn't even look in her direction. Anybody catch Tyrese's IG Live? It's up on World Star. Tyrese was dropping bombs. I started then thinking, because he started talking about Ponzi schemes and other stuff. And so that's why I went through the whole thing earlier about, I think DJ Envy is a scammer. I have no solid proof, but, again, not to keep saying this, but if Star didn't give him any money because he's been lying for years, money from Star, I didn't give him shit. Got the fucking legal documents, and I haven't put them out yet because it's just, what's the point? And he doesn't make $1 million a year. Nor does Charlemagne. Radio doesn't pay like it used to. There's many people on YouTube that make more money than the average radio host now. Do you guys know that? That's why Angie Martinez left Hot 97 after all those years. She never made $1 million a year. Nobody in the history of Hot 97 has ever made $1 million a year. Not even Ed Lover. And Ed Lover set the fucking template. That's your architect. Anyway, the point is, I think he's been scamming you people. That's why they're catching all these lawsuits. People finally caught on. Tyrese was dropping bombs. I had to say that. God Mode 369 got your donation. Rory's cholesterol is clogging his vocal cords. Okay. Chelsea with her, is it glasses on? Keep the Carolinas out your mouth. Might you want to call in, Chelsea? Educate us. I will let you speak. Thank you for your donation. Is this an L for Jeezy? Chelsea? Do you have a YouTube channel? Mammies have to be celebrating right now. Gangsta Love, I got your donation. I don't mess with Rory, but that song was funny as fuck. Okay? Thank you, Gangsta Love. Hang on, guys. I'm coming to the phone. Hold on. Purvis, are you on the line, sir? Where is Purvis? Okay, Purvis, we don't do anything under $5 donations. Is that Purvis the Jet fan? Good to hear from you, sir. Blade says open borders for every country except Israel. Okay, Blade talking crazy again. Okay, thank you, Florida Boy Jay. He just sent me an email. Niggas broke into DDG's house just to slap him. Is that the guy who supposedly has Halle Bailey pregnant? DDG? Let's go to area code 914. Good evening. Friday night, we're a little off the rails. Are you there? 914.
Yes, sir. How's everything?
Life is great, sir. Life is great. Jeezy filed for divorce. What say you?
Yeah.
Say you.
I want to say pressure bust pipes. So, speaking from a personal perspective, I have 3 kids. I'm married. Okay. And to me, I feel like there's 3 things on the table here. The third, I'm going to start from the third to move up to the first. The third is, it's only been 2 years. So marriage, divorce, alimony, child support, it's going to be light. He's going to take a hit, but get out now while you can. That's the third one. The second is, to me, come again, trying to relate with the kids, I think that he's seen that when she pushed the baby out, pressure bust pipes. She's sleeping till 11 o'clock in the morning. He's up with the baby. She needs a babysitter. She needs a bodyguard. She needs this. He can go out with the baby, make errands, handle his business. He's observing certain behavior and realizing that she's not everything that she's promised to be. You know, these people that's on TV, they talk this, they talk that, they always say the right things, and in real life they don't live up to that standard. And I think that now the first thing I'm going to go to is what you touched on, is sometimes when you reach a point where you're like, you know, you could walk around the house naked, breast out, butt out, and you completely just turned off from this person, because not the physical, but again, what you thought you was getting, and you saw the reality of it. And I think it's a combination of all those three things where he's just, you know what? She's a good person. I learned from the relationship, but there's things that I observed. There's things that I observed that you can't unforget, you know? And there's the same thing, like I said, I was speaking from a personal perspective. My first child, my wife didn't breastfeed, but for some reason, she would get up 4 hours early before she would have to be to work. Okay. And then that would make the child wake up. I'm up. Okay. You just do little things where I'm just like, either you're taking advantage in a way, whether I'm allowing it, or you're not made up in a way where I thought. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things there's certain life experiences where you go through with a person and you look at them and you go, wow, you didn't hold your own. You didn't hold up.
Can I jump in for a second, sir? Would I be right to assume that you are a man in your late 40s, because pressure bust pipes is a very old saying? Are you in your late 40s or 50s? How old are you?
No. 43.
Say again?
43.
43, okay. I have no problem with anything that you've said. However, Jeezy, according to Wikipedia, he's 45, born in 1977. And he has other children. So the whole having a baby with the woman, feeding the baby, changing the baby, that's not new to him, sir. That's not new to him.
No.
Hang on, sir. If I can speak, I let you speak. That's not new to him. Mm-hmm. And when you make that type of commitment to a woman that you know is vanity driven, you see, he's not some young nigga. He knew what he wifed. He knew she was on television during the whole courting process. I'm using the old term, courting. He saw her, take the makeup off, the downtime, eating on the go, getting the Starbucks. She's on the phone. She's talking to the people at the TV show. He saw all of that. So this wasn't a surprise to him, sir. Now, I'm not saying you have to believe my theory. It's just a theory, but at the same time, I've seen so many different people not necessarily able to make a cultural adjustment. A cultural adjustment. There's certain cultures that you just, you can't fake it. You either understand it, you accept it, you know their religious beliefs, you understand the core of their religion. You either respect it or you don't. So I'm just guessing maybe it was something to the effect of, after the honeymoon wore off, after you get to know that person, you see her, she sees you, there's something about her that you just say, this is a nigga lover. This is a nigga lover. Hang on, just let me finish this.
It's black.
She's in it. She's in it for this love muscle. That's what's in the back of her mind. And this bitch is for the streets. Now, that's just a theory. The other theory could be that he's a hoe-ass nigga. He doesn't know how to talk to a female. You have to learn you have to speak up. You can't be some nigga who sits on the couch with your mouth poked out. I don't want to say nothing. I don't know. If she sees that, she'll roll over him. Any female, once they detect that you're a hoe-ass nigga, they will roll over you. Go ahead and speak, sir.
I'm going to say maybe, again, based on his age, based on him having baby mothers, I'm going to say this had to be something on where he thought that he saw something different in her. And again, it's different. It's different when you have a child with someone. You hold them to the highest standard. Okay. The highest standard. And when you're living with this person and you call this person your wife, it's not your baby mother, then the standard is higher than your baby mother. The only thing men require from a female to have a child with her is to be a decent person. Understood. You don't have to be a good wife. You don't have to be a good girlfriend. Just be a quality person, and you pass to have a baby with you.
Okay.
So the standard is higher for your wife, and I guarantee, living day in and day out with this person after she puts that baby out and saw the drop off.
Got you.
Saw that she wasn't that high standard that he thought he invested in.
Yeah.
I think it just turns him off to the point where he's like, you know what? I'm in my mid-40s. I've been around the block. Financially, this is not going to hurt me that bad. I learned from this experience. I'm sure she taught him some things. I'm sure he knows now how to conduct himself. You saw him with the battle with Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
He didn't.
All right, sir, you're going someplace else, so let's leave the Gucci Mane battle out of this. But thank you, man. I heard you out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, he hung up. What do I know? I'm not a commitment phobe, if I can just say that about myself. If we get along and we like each other, we could rock for 6 years, 7 years, I like to focus on one woman at a time. I don't sling free dick, I'm focused on you, bitch, and only you. Here you go. Answer that phone if it rings, bitch. I'm gonna go take a nap. Anybody like that in the live chat? Fuck that phone. I don't give a fuck about that phone. Ain't nobody hiding. I don't turn the phone on silent when I'm with my girl. Somebody text me, baby, see who that is texting. What do they want now? If it ain't about no money, block them. I'm one of them type niggas. Girls usually get tired of me. They leave me. You're too much. Man. Why is everything got to be about money? Well, that's what it's about, bitch, for me. Area code 704. Good evening, are you there? Jeezy filed for divorce. Holy Mother of God. 704.
Hey, Star.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, I'm Kaya.
Hey, Kaya, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's going on with Jeezy? Are you up to speed? Of course you are.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that I feel it's not funny. I mean,
yes,
in my opinion, it's not funny because I feel bad for Jeannie Mai and Jeezy. You get married and you don't plan on getting a divorce, So I just wanted to call in and say that I know this is a hard time for them. It's not something that's easy. A divorce isn't easy. So I could only imagine how they're feeling, and then they have a baby girl.
Okay.
And, she has to grow up and see how everything played out and so on and so forth. So I'm really just sending prayers to them and, their family.
Is this Kai one of my sponsors, or who is this?
No, I'm not one of your sponsors,
Okay,
Star.
okay.
I'm a long-time listener.
Oh, thank you.
Not
Thank
a long time. I've been listening for about 3 years.
Okay. Are you, I don't want to marginalize you, what age group, and are you married, divorced? Who are we talking to?
I'm 29,
Okay.
and I am married.
Okay. So you feel sorry for Jeannie Mai, yes? The culture robber. She took she took that black man from some black woman somewhere. You feel sorry for the culture robber, yes?
I feel sorry for both parties, all parties involved.
No,
and I don't look at her.
No. You feel sorry for that culture robber. That's what you said.
In my book, she's not a culture robber.
Okay.
That's just a man that she fell in love with. I don't see her as a culture robber. You love who you love. That's my stance. And I don't feel like her comments about the big black cock whole thing. People say things when they're on TV and in Hollywood, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she meant it. And as Jeezy explained previously, she broke it all down to him and let him know that she didn't mean it how it sounded. So if he was able to accept it, I feel like everybody should be able to accept it. Hell, they're the ones laying together at night. We're not sleeping with them.
I hear you, and I appreciate what you're saying at your very young age, and I say young respectfully. You guys see things from a different perspective, and I can appreciate that. But now you do know that there's a very old and true saying: a drunk person speaks a sober mind. You ever heard that?
Was she drunk when she said that?
She was drunk off the black dick.
Oh my God. No.
Hey,
I'm sorry, I'm sipping wine, so I'm like.
So am I. But now, hang on. She said something about dark meat on the side. That's what she said, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
come on.
People say things when they're on TV. She's on The Real. I don't know if she's still on The Real, but at the time, she was on The Real. So, like I said, people say things. I say some things, and then I have to go back and apologize to my husband and say, hey, babe, I didn't mean that the way I said that. I'm sorry. I apologize. So, as a woman, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they cancel that show? Hold on a second. The Real. I thought they canceled that trash.
Did they I'm not sure if they canceled it. I don't watch television. It tells lies to your vision.
Right.
I don't watch television.
Right. Go ahead, continue. I want to hear you out. I'm in no rush. You feel sorry for her. Please continue.
Well, no, like I said it before, I do feel sorry for all parties because it can be a difficult time for all parties. I remember my husband and I, we were on the brink of divorce, and then thank God, thankfully we reeled it back in and we said, you know what, this is not what we really want to do. We want to work it out. Divorce is not the answer. Divorce, in my book, is never the answer.
Okay.
So, we decided to work on our marriage, and we did that, and I'm grateful that we did that.
Nice. Do you have beautiful little life forces, children?
We do. We have 2 babies, yes.
Salute.
7 and 12.
Salute. Yeah. Well, hey.
Yeah, so I don't want to use up a bunch of your time, but I just wanted to say that.
I appreciate the perspective from a younger person. I don't know. I'm just speculating, guessing,
Right.
But
I watch your show a lot. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But now, to be fair, Jeezy could be a hoe-ass goofy nigga. Maybe it's not Jeannie that's the issue. Maybe he just doesn't know how to communicate. Maybe he's a famous rapper. Yes. Maybe he's got real estate. I mean, all that talking about he owns half of Atlanta. That's cap. That's really fucking cap. But maybe he has no swagger when it comes to women. Maybe he's just a baby daddy. And maybe this is his loss. What do you think?
Absolutely. He could definitely be a hoe-ass nigga.
Yeah.
And Jeannie may have not known who she was marrying.
Facts.
That's important to all the people listening. It is important to know who you are marrying. Don't go for I don't wear makeup, but like I told my husband, if I ever do decide to wear makeup, I want you to see the real me. Don't go off the makeup version. And Jeannie could have went to sleep and woken up with a face full of makeup, so
right.
It's important to know who you're marrying. And when it comes to him being a hoe-ass nigga, I know that he does have previous baby mothers with an S. Okay, so it could have been a situation where they were causing problems in their marriage. He was still sleeping and creeping with his previous baby mothers, and Jeannie being Jeannie being the submissive, slim fit, and whatever else that he thought she was going to be. She probably said, you know what, I'm not going to deal with that shit. If you want to go ahead and fuck off on me, you did it one too many times.
Right.
So let's just go ahead and end it. And maybe she didn't mean end it when she said end it, but Jesus said, you know what? I do want to end it because I have more fun as a single male.
Right. Hey, I
So
appreciate
it could have been a few situations. Thank you, Star.
I appreciate the call. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. We have to look at this objectively. Maybe Jeezy's one of them weirdo ass niggas, you know, the type of nigga just like, you know, right in the middle of the game, Scully, he quits. You're playing kickball. The nigga wants to take his ball and go home. Yo, where you going? I don't feel like playing no more. Why not, fuck nigga? I don't know. I don't feel like playing no more. Man, take your ball and take your bitch ass on up the road. Give me one of them type of niggas. Guys, please pay attention to my sponsors on the showrunner right here, okay? Please visit them. Tell them I sent you, okay? Sponsors are always welcome to call in. CVR, sit tight, I see you, sir. Area code 626. Where is CVR? You are up next, sir. Hold on, stay there, okay? Friday night, we're kind of going off the rails, but hey. Crime Skills, thank you, sir. Salute. Crime Skills says, check your PayPal. Salute. Let me respond and say salute. I appreciate people that appreciate what I do, you know. Purvis, do you want to call in, sir? Oh, Aaron Rodgers, he has, did he do a live? Did he release a statement? What is that old washed bum talking about now? Purvis, call in if you like. In the meantime, CVR, are you there, sir? Area code 626. Jeezy.
Yo, what's up, Star?
It's cracking, man. It's cracking.
What's up, Star? Yo, okay, so the Jeezy, I'm gonna get on that real quick.
Let's go.
Jeezy straight up, like, you know, it's hip hop 50. You know what I'm saying? If we want to get on that, and this is an anniversary and a good time to actually have a divorce if you're a hip hop luminary. Now I won't go as far as saying Jeezy is an actual luminary though. So let me work that back a little bit. But he is what is known as a trap star. You know what I'm saying? And he has some bars, even though that recent verse that he dropped on the reworking of Beastie Boys' Paul Revere was absolute garbage. I never want to hear that again on the Tony Touch tape. But yeah, I mean the breakup was bound to happen, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It was
CVR, you sound like you're as high as giraffe pussy right now. Are you smoking synthetic weed? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's been a minute since I've been on the line, dude. It's been a minute since I've been on the line. I was just locked up over here in Florida, or like, you know, some madness. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a minute since I've been on the line. Excuse me on that.
It's okay.
But yeah, Jeezy, like the breakup was bound to happen because okay, I grew up in LA, right? So when it comes down to Asian women in general, like they're like the Tiger Mom thing, the Tiger Mom stereotype doesn't just stop there at being a mother. It also extends to the relationships that they have with males. I remember I used to play golf with like some of the homies back when I used to smoke weed in my teens, and we go over to Almanzar Park over in the 626 golf, and they would be telling me about how their girlfriends were like that. Excuse, I can use expletives, right?
No, I think we're good, CVR, because you're like bird shit tonight, all over the place. Are you smoking Spice K2? Are you smoking Sherm Stick? What are you doing?
Nah, dude.
What are you doing?
I used to hit the wet back when I was in LA. Yo, speaking of LA, check out that MC Ren joint that just came out with Soul Assassins, because I know Ren was your favorite member of NWA.
Send me
favorite member of NWA.
Send me the link, please. That's my nigga, MC Ren. Send me that link via email, please, when you get time, all right?
Yeah, I'll send it, man. Check that out. Soul Assassins 3. It's a crazy tape. DJ Muggs at his finest.
I saw MC Ren live. He was Nassau Coliseum. The night that they announced Tupac died. It was MC Ren, Nas was there. I forget who was Nassau Coliseum. Anyway, hey man, good to talk to you. Okay, you're high as
Word.
shit. You're high as shit, and I gotta go.
Off life.
I gotta go.
Life is crazy. Salute, Star.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. 510. Is that is it Rocco Roadrunners? Rocco Roadrunners. Area code 510. Yes, no, maybe. And 5, 4, 3.
Hello?
Hey, good evening.
I'm right here.
Hey.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm great. Who's this?
Rose.
Hey, Rose. How are you? Thank you for tapping in.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My brother introduced me to your show. I'm really happy to be part of this today.
Okay. Jeezy. Let's be objective. Is he a hoe-ass nigga, a goofy, or what happened, in your opinion?
I have no idea. I can't call him. I really can't call somebody names. I don't know the man, right?
Okay. Well, can you?
But I think it's heartbreaking, right?
Not really. No. They got money.
Not for you. Not for you. But as a woman, it's heartbreaking. I'm pretty sure. You know, she just went from one relationship and being on national TV talking about how she don't want to have kids and she's comfortable with that. I do think that some of her comments were true to her heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you speak what's in your heart, and she really messed up. I think she's just immature, basically. That's what I think with Jeannie Mai. Like, no offense to her, but I think there's a lot of maturity that needs to happen. And she just really just sprung on him, you could tell. But it is heartbreaking because she did make that dedication to be married to him, but more so committed to the fact of having a baby with him, which she said on national TV that she didn't want to have kids.
That is a big commitment. That's a big commitment. Are you yourself a mother? Are you married? Who are we speaking to?
No, none of the above. It's a complicated story. I mean, I raised 8 of my siblings, basically.
Okay.
So
you,
I wish to be married.
You're doing you right now. You don't have to be married. That doesn't make you, whole and complete, in my opinion. Go ahead.
Maybe that's true, but honestly, I think the soul needs another soulmate. Like somebody, a partner in life. I mean, you can disagree. You're a man. I'm not sure how that works.
Okay.
For men and women, but I think that the modern day dating, this is my new philosophy, it's not logical.
Okay.
It's not logical. I'm East African and I'm from Eritrea, and I really think my people have it right with arranged marriages because their structure. So the modern day dating in America is destructive to an individual soul and to the function of a family.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I really don't. I mean, because I enjoy my space, my privacy. I hear what you're saying. I respect what you're saying. I don't really necessarily have any pushback. I mean, can I ask, how old are you? How old are you?
I'm 43. I'm a couple months away from my 44th birthday.
Okay. Not that you have to be married, but might that be in the future for you?
I mean, it's not about the marriage part. It's not about a wedding. It's about union between you and the other person and somebody to rely on. Because scientifically, like, you're going to live longer by having somebody in your life.
I doubt
there's
that.
A lot of, health, but there's a lot of health benefits by having somebody to lay down with and share life and enjoy just the simple things, sitting down, having dinner. That's the conversation's really deep. On the surface.
That I totally hang on a second. That I totally disagree with you on. In my opinion, I'm 59. Hang on. I have lived this long with a liver transplant in 2008 because I live a stress-free life. Most men my age, even 6 or 7 years younger than me, they've got all sorts of high blood pressure, diabetes, stress, mental health issues. They're on medication. I don't have none of that shit.
Wait, how old are you?
5'9", born in 1964.
Oh, congratulations. No, I totally respect what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share a little bit with you. Like, I had a stroke that I've been recovering for. It's going to be 4 years this December. And it gave me a whole perspective on life. Like,
Jesus.
what we are attached to, due to what society tells us what should be our priority, which is go be a rat in a rat race, it does create imbalancement with ourselves. I don't think it has anything to do with like being in a marriage. It's the fact that people are operating out of they're operating unnaturally, right? Like me and my brother were talking about, like, circadian rhythm is really important, but we are out of our own circadian rhythm internally and externally because we're a part of a rat race.
Okay.
So it creates a disharmony within yourself and in relationships that you have. That's that's something to say. It has nothing to do with relationships. It's about how you prioritize things in your life. And yeah, you're going to be stressed out when you have to deal with, if you're working for somebody, for instance, and trying to meet their expectations, and it doesn't align with yours. We're really out of alignment in society.
If I can jump in, again, I have no problem with anything that you're saying. But if I can be a little nosy, what type of stroke did you have? Was it a mild stroke? Did it paralyze one side of your body? And what brought that on, if you don't mind telling us? This stroke that you had?
Just major stress. I wasn't really, I'm not going to say the medical institution, but it was just, I had it on both sides of the brain. I did have one leg did stop working. I had blindness in one eye, and then, there's still weakness within the body, and it's unexplainable, right? The body is miraculous. I have made...
No. It's very explainable. Respectfully, were you in a relationship at the time, or were you involved in a relationship that was stressing you? You said stress-related.
Oh, there's a lot of stressors. Yeah, exactly. This just became a therapy session. I love it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stressors.
Yeah.
There was a lot of stressors, a lot of disappointments.
Due to a relationship? I'm trying to be respectful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing that was really...
Hang on, girl, let me talk to you. You see, no, being single, in my opinion, gives you longevity. I take afternoon... Hang on. If I can speak, I'll let you finish this up. I take afternoon naps, and I don't give a fuck about nobody's issue, nobody's problem. I don't give a fuck if your teenage son gets shot in the back of the head. I don't give a fuck if your wife gets gangbanged. Do not call me during my nap. That nap is
oh my God.
Hang on, that nap is essential to my well-being, my center. My center.
Right.
The stars, the universe. Hang on. The energy, the elements.
Yeah.
All that fly shit. I don't give a fuck about a phone or a text when it comes to that nap. You see, if I was married, that nap would be intruded upon. When you waking up, I'm hungry. Who are you thinking about in your dream? I don't have no issues with cholesterol. I don't have no type of tingling sensation in the fucking elbow. None of that shit. Because I am at peace. And the final thing, I'll just say this. Please hear me loud and clear. Eagles fly alone. Eagles fly alone. So I don't need nobody. But go ahead, finish up, please.
Well, I was gonna say, this is a topic that we can go a bit deeper in, but I wasn't in a relationship. It was a situationship not working, right?
Yeah.
That's the modern day. That's the modern day relationships. We're not cool. So, but in terms of back to what you were saying,
naps, oh my gosh, but your priority and not giving a fuck about this and that, that's been the blessing in disguise in all of this, because God was like, you gave too much fucks. Now I'm at 0.
Right.
Like I'm negative fucks. Yeah.
Too much fucks.
Negative fucks. You can't even bother me. People are like, I have stories to tell you, like, power was out in my apartment for 5 days and it was winter. I didn't give a fuck, because guess what? I have a roof. I have blankets. I'm fine. We'll figure that out later. I'm not bothered by nothing.
Hang on now. You were out of power for 5 days. Were you with a guy at the time?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. But what were you gonna say? Like he should have fixed it?
No, I was gonna say get rid of that nigga. But listen, I appreciate you. Call back again. Let's talk more. I appreciate you. What do we call you? What do we reference you as?
We're going to go by Roses right now.
Okay, Rose, I appreciate you. Have a great evening. Thank you for tapping in.
You too, Stars.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.
A lot of females tapping in tonight, huh? God Mode 369. Thank you for your donation. He says, sounds like them long strokes led to a stroke. Oh my God, that was hard. Pause. That was hard. Chelsea with her glasses on. Okay, I read that one already. Maybe we should call her Rose with the stroke. Guys, if you're new to the show, can I introduce you to my wife? She's always right here on the desk, and this bitch knows her place. She's right here. Shut up! Bitch, shut up! See, she knows her place. Meet Asia. There she is. That's Asia, see? You like her wig? Okay, I'm wilding, pardon me. All right, guys, sit tight on the phones. I'm coming to the phone shortly. Joseph, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Pascal, good to hear from you, sir. He says, entertained. Thank you. Pascal, are you Haitian, sir? If so, sac passe. Andre, got your donation. Okay. Do you want me to post that in the community section? Andre, hold on, guys. This man spends scroller. Should I post this in the AM? Okay. Red C. Okay, I got your email. Okay, MC Ren. I saw MC Ren live twice. Pardon me. The first time, Apollo Theater with NWA, late 80s. Okay, Alex got your donation. Did Jesse find himself an Asian boy? Okay, you spelled it Jesse. Did you mean to say Jeezy? Did Jeezy find himself an Asian boy? I don't know, sir. I don't know. Alex again. Okay, and now he spelled it right the second time. Thank you, Alex. How do I say your name? Is it LaTanya? Thank you for your donation. She says, I support you. Oh, thank you so much, LaTanya, with your pretty picture there. Hey, girl. Thank you, LaTanya. You are appreciated, okay? Okay, here's Nicole calling into about Jeezy. And how do you balance, things more than me? Okay, what area code, Nicole? What area code? Hold on, guys. What area code? Okay, Nicole, you have to tell me what area code, and I'll get you on the line, all right? Thank you for your support. Jesse King, divorcing my wife, feeling great. Life is great. Okay, if you say so. Spring area code 272. You've been on hold for a while. Thank you so much for being patient. Are you there? Area code 272.
Yeah, what's going on, Star?
Yes, sir.
Man, I don't feel no love. I ain't got no love lost for Jeezy. He put himself in that situation.
Come on.
Reality was, and I'm going to keep it real with you. She said what she said, right? But not only that, it's real what's going on. These females don't want these dudes. They want the mixed kids. That's all it is. They want the mixed kids. It's not. He ain't the first one. He won't be the last one. It's mostly all these celebrities, and it's going down the line. They want a black dude.
Right.
They want that baby, but they don't want you no more.
Right.
They want the mixed kids because they want to fit in. They want to feel like they part of the black folks.
Right. Good point.
You understand?
Good point.
So when you look at it, saying, okay, he's divorcing her because he probably found out this is not what she wanted. She probably didn't really want the marriage. She wanted a kid.
Yeah.
And not only that, it's a difference because you're going into that culture. Now you're going into her culture.
Right.
So if you don't know nothing about her culture, how can you marry somebody you don't know nothing about that culture? And the reality, and you see what goes on. They run to a black man, get them black kids because now the kids is mixed, right? And then what happened after that? They don't mess with another black dude. They run to a white dude because that's who they always wanted. But they wanted the mixed kids.
Right.
And a lot of people don't want to admit to it, but it goes down the line. We could talk about a lot of people that goes down the line. Look at the Kardashians. Kim Kardashian. She ran through how many white dudes before she got with Kanye and then had Kanye kids, right?
Right.
So look at all the Kardashian sisters. They all got babies by black dudes, and they turned out they wanted a white dude. So that's what it is. They don't want y'all. They just want a baby by y'all.
Right.
But y'all putting the rings on their finger. So y'all playing the game with them, but they playing the game better.
Yeah. Antonio Brown, he got a bunch of biracial babies, and here we think that he's crazy, but his baby's mother, maybe she drove him crazy.
But see what it is they put on a persona, right? These women put on a persona, right?
Right.
And they persona is going to make you feel like they want you. I don't care if they might giving you the world in that bed. They might doing everything for you in that bed, right? But in the back of their mind, all they is trying to get is a baby out of you. Half of them got money. It's not like they need your money, but that bag, they'll take that extra bag from you if you know what I'm saying. You're gonna give it up because they're gonna get that extra bag from you. But the reality is, they only want the baby from it. They want a mixed child, and then they want to go back to their own kind. But if you don't see that, and you're not paying attention to it, you just another example because you're going to get caught out there.
If I can jump in for a second, sir, I like where you're going with this. This is another perspective that has yet to be put on the table this evening, so thank you. Maybe Jeezy felt that he was a piece of meat. Maybe he got tired of her saying, come on, take your clothes off. Why you, what are you, scared? Yeah. Come on, where are you? Come home. Come home. Come home, and when you come in the door, have the chocolate stick out. Pause. Who knows?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you said.
Come on.
And I may agree what you just said, right?
I don't know. I'm just
because the difference is you don't went from dealing with probably hood rats, strippers, and all these other chicks, right? So now you dealing with a female, right? And mind you, just disrespect her husband, her ex-husband on national TV.
Facts.
And said she didn't want no kids by him.
Facts.
Said she didn't want no kids by him, right? And what did she do? She ran to a black man on, right? And what did you do? Within a year, you put a baby in her. So now they got to ask you a question. What was different from you to her husband?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't going to tell me, I'm sorry, ain't no woman going to tell me that's married, right? They not having unprotected sex.
Yeah.
And you're not going to tell me while you married, you're not going to slip up.
Yeah. Sir, can we ask, how old are you? How old do you sound like a knowledgeable man? How old are you, sir?
I'm 41 years old.
Okay. I had a girlfriend one time, and I got tired of the bitch saying to me, can we get some action going on tonight? We're lying in the bed, hot as fuck. I'm not going to say exactly where, but out in Brooklyn. Can we get some action going on? I said, yo, just relax. I'm hot as shit. And I'm tired. I got tired of the bitch's mouth after about a month and a half. I deaded the relationship. Fuck out of here, bitch. Oh, thirsty for dick. Get out of here.
Hey, Star, I'm gonna give you a prime. I'll give you a prime example. I'm gonna give you a prime example of somebody. Right?
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, right? We know what he did.
Right.
Whether we agree what he did or we know what he did, right?
Right.
But she got them 2 kids out of him, right? Remember, she was broke. She was a nanny. She had no money. She was living off of him, right?
Facts.
She divorced him and she ran into another man on that was a white dude that's a billionaire.
Right.
And you can fact check that, right? So now you got to ask the question, why are y'all running to these women? Because the minute they get the baby, it only going to last maybe a year, 2 years, but they going to let you go. Yeah. They're going to figure something out to get out of it because they don't want you. They want the baby. They want mixed kids. Right. And that's the problem. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. They don't want to admit to what's going on because they making it seem like, oh, that's not the case. But that is the case.
Yeah.
It ain't no way in the world we see my man Travis Scott. They broke up. He gave her 1 child, broke up. She ran back to him, got another child, right? And that's with a white dude. Because they don't want y'all.
Yeah. Well, wait. Are you talking about the Kardashian or the Jenner girl? I thought she was with...
Yeah, exactly.
I thought she was with the Puerto Rican. What's his name? Snow. What is his name?
No, that's the other one. The other one with Bad Bunny, but the other one is with some...
Bad Bunny. Right.
Yeah, but the other one is with the white dude. Now, mind you, listen to this. She done ran through the NBA, all them black dudes, right? And now you run back to the white dude, right?
Yeah.
So it just show you how they don't want y'all, but y'all think in your mind, or they feeling y'all, they want y'all. They gonna make it look good because all they want is the baby. They don't care. They want that mixed kid for every reason.
Great point.
And it's not just celebrities. It's not just celebrity. It's a lot of white women out here. They want these mixed kids. They don't want a white kid. They
don't forget Madonna. Madonna's got a bunch of biracial kids, and I don't think she got no husband.
Exactly.
No husband. Yeah.
And see, the thing about Star here,
Kabbalists do it better. That weirdo bitch, Madonna. Go ahead. I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. I listen to everybody come online. They keep saying, well, maybe it was him. Maybe he did this. Maybe he did that, this and that, right? And a lot of people had some good views. But what they not saying is, how do y'all know if that's what it was? Because it's not what it was. If she made it seem, and I said to this, and when I heard about they getting divorced, I promise you, I've been said it's not going to work out.
Gotcha.
Because you're not going to leave your husband and tell him you don't want a baby. But then you go over here and get that man a baby.
Yeah.
See, it's not always green on the other side.
Facts. So I hate to cut you short. I got to take other calls. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Did she use Jeezy? Did Jeezy wake up and smell the coffee? Huh? Damn, I just smashed you at 11 a.m. It's 6 p.m. Can I eat my dinner in peace? Bitch grabbing on him, kissing, stroking the tool. Come on, I'm trying to eat. The fuck? Anybody ever go through that? Oh, I hate that whole, always touching me, that whole... in the bed, trying to, be a pretzel, twist your leg up under my leg. Yeah, bitch, get off me. Go over there. I hate that type of weirdo shit. I'm sitting at the desk. I'm on the computer. Here comes this goofy bitch putting her hand down my back with her fingers. Yo. Stop it, or I'm a... Thank you for your donation, Joseph, all right? Guys, hang on. I'm coming to the phones. Let me just get through some of these cash apps. Okay, is Nicole on the line? Nicole, area code 678. Nicole, sit tight. You're up next. Nicole, sit tight. Pretty Miss. Okay, are you calling in? Is it Yazzie 917? Thank you for your donation. Kill the pussy hole, Rory. Crime skills, wagwan. Alex, I got your other donation. He says, Jeezy Smollett. Okay. That was cute. Ramon. The name is L.A. Ramon. Salute to you, Star. Okay. Okay, L.A., not La Ramon. L.A. Ramon. Thank you, sir. Got it. Nicole, good evening. How are you? Thank you for being patient. Are you there?
Hey, I'm here, Star. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Listen, in the future, Nicole, I'm a man. I'm a man of a certain age. You have to say Star area code such and such. My brain's fried.
Gotcha.
You feel me?
that makes sense.
What's cracking?
Where
do you want to start? Come on.
Hey, so really quick, what I wanted to say. So I worked with Jeezy and them back in the day.
Okay.
And I remember when we used to book Jeezy and T.I. together, it was like $50,000 a piece. Okay. And Wayne was doing like $15,000. And still look at Wayne, look at them. But anyway, I felt like Jenny was like the best thing that happened to him since Coach K and them. Because even when I went to that concert in Atlanta, he was the headliner.
Okay.
And they had Gucci, T.I., all these people, and Jeezy was the headliner. But the thing here with Jeezy is he got I don't want to say a dark past, but he got a dark past.
Okay.
So it was kind of weird that they even hooked up together, per se.
Okay.
Without me going into detail. But I think you're right. I think it probably was her trying like to smother him. But at that point, are you smothered to get, he got to the point where he was doing shows with the opera here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And like the whole book, I feel like that was all her team, all her PR team. And I felt like this was some BS because how do you go put a divorce paper in without, you blindsided her, you blindsided your PR team. Like people couldn't even get in front of this.
Right.
To say like what's going on. So I felt like that was like real sloppy on his part. And I don't know. I feel some type of way. I don't condone it. And I think, too, I had a question for you.
Well, hang on. If I can respond to what you're saying, and I appreciate you taking the time to give us details. The way this dropped on a Friday and no real explanation other than, irreconcilable differences and no chance to make it right. It's like, huh? So all we can do is speculate. I don't necessarily want to kick her back in because she did push out a seed. She pushed one out. I mean, as crazy as sometimes we talk about females, I'm talking about males, men. She pushed out the seed. So what was it with him that brought him to this point? Go ahead.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I have a lot of friends, not a lot, but I have enough friends who now were all at Jenny's age. All of a sudden now they want kids. They were in good relationships. They had good husbands, never had a baby by them.
Right.
But now they hit in their 40s and they got a baby by a dude that you messed around and had a baby with when you was a teenager, not when you 40.
Gotcha.
But their clock's ticking, know? Mm-hmm. And I feel like that was a situation with Jenny. She just wanted a baby because her clock starts ticking. She's saying now she's going to do it. She got to do it now, And I just feel like the whole thing with Jeezy, I mean, he was part of BMF. That was our artist. He's not like this.
Have you ever met Jeannie?
I've never met her. Nope. Okay. Nope. And I didn't watch their show, so I can't even say I'm a Jenny fan. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, respectfully, what is your gauge on Jeezy as a boss? Because everybody who projects themselves one way may not necessarily be the same person, like, out of the limelight. Is he withdrawn? Is he a boss? Is he a talker? Does he handle things himself or does he, want other people to pamper him and fucking coddle him? Who is he, in your opinion?
I mean, he's always been in a situation where he had bosses around him. He always had like that Coach K. You'll hear people from LA be like, oh, when Jeezy came to LA, he made, like, everybody loved him in LA. Well, yeah, because the dude from BMS, he was from Compton. Like, that was his set. So, of course, his art's going to be cool when they go out to the West Coast.
Well,
so
I'm more so talking about him as a person. Do you know anything about his character? Is he moody? Is he assertive? Is he, a weirdo?
He's real laid back. I'm not gonna say he's a weirdo. He's just real laid back, really laid back. You know what I mean? Just laid back. It is what it is.
When you
when I first met him, he had the book bag.
Mm-hmm.
He was in college. You know what I'm saying? He's not that rough, hard-necked dude. He's not a
not that he has to be, but when you say
he don't have to be.
When you say laid back, could that be moody? When you have males that are moody, those are more so weirdo, bitchified niggas. If you're moody and you can't fucking express yourself, is he moody in your opinion?
No. He was always that smart kid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we are the same age, but he was always that smart person.
Gotcha.
And which was why him and Jenny went together, because I could see how they could identify and talk to each other. I mean, and when you think about the common sense of that, you was able to wife her up, and knowing the type of chick she is, a dude from the Bronx or Brooklyn, whatever, they not wifing up a Jenny, because they boring to them. They're gonna want them to go to parties and do operas and stuff like that, stuff they ain't trying to do.
Yeah.
But Jeezy was okay with doing the opera. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah.
But I think, onto your point though, yeah, it might have been too much. Because now you pulling my card where people looking at me side eye like, is you really a gangster if you're doing all this other stuff with her?
Yeah, maybe marriage ultimately isn't what he needs in life. Has he been married before, or does he just have kids by random baby mamas?
Truthfully, this was his first real girlfriend that we saw like in the public eye.
No, I'm talking about marriage, like,
Oh,
married.
no, never married. No.
That's a whole nother world. Marriage. Whew.
Right. But I felt like the marriage was good. I felt like she was bringing back his career, because we wasn't hearing for checking for Jeezy or seeing Jeezy like that.
Fuck the career. I'm locked into this bitch. This ain't what I want. Sometimes it can be that simple. This ain't what I want.
And as a man, you get it. As a woman, I don't get it. And you're right. I mean, you are totally right, because you got to be happy.
Yeah.
I'm looking as a manager who managed artists, and I'm like, dude, you finally got your career back after Coach K, and then what are you doing?
Fuck the shows. Fuck the interviews. This ain't what I
right.
want.
But the book deal, you #1 seller right now in New York Times.
Fuck that book.
You wasn't.
Fuck that.
Exactly, I get you.
This ain't what I want.
You, but me as a me as the marketing team, I'm like, this is stuff that's important to me.
I hear you, and I'm going to give you the last word. And I hate to make this about me, but sometimes age and wisdom can be helpful to the younger generations. There have been times when I've just woken up and I look at her and I say, I'm tired of this bitch. Just tired of this bitch. Tired of this bitch. Hey, I'm going to work. I'm gonna call you later. And I don't call. I dip. I disappear.
And I can see that, him being from Macon and stuff, being laid back. I could see that her world is definitely different.
He's from South Carolina. He's a South Carolina nigga.
He's from Macon, Georgia.
Well, it says born in
Columbia. So he might have went back and forth.
Born in Columbia, South Carolina. You talking that Georgia shit. That's a South Carolina nigga if I've ever seen one, huh?
Right. Now, and so maybe he went to school in Macon, because Kim Porter is the one who introduced him to Block. And that's how they all,
got
caught up in there with the Biggie. Right. Right. So he might have been in college in Macon, but I know Macon came into the factor. That's how he met Kim.
Last question, because you sound like you're in the know. Is there a boy involved?
The rumors, that's the rumors that people are putting out right now. Again, with his background and the people he feel, I can't see her doing that dumb stuff. You know what I mean?
No. I'm talking about Jeezy, not her.
Oh.
Is there a boy involved? Hang on. You said you promoted. Hang on. You said you promoted shows. Did you see a little zesty nigga keying and switching with the fucking $1,800 lace?
Oh, hell no.
$1,800 lace front anywhere, in the green room.
No. No. But again, this is
You better leave that bitch now before I tell it all. Might be a boy in the
Nah.
background, you know?
Mm-mm. If anything,
Nicole,
Huh?
stay with me. I'm in no rush. Stay with me. Born in South Carolina, but raised in the Atlanta metro area, yes? Macon, Georgia, and all
Me?
that. All that. No, I'm talking about Jeezy.
Right.
Jeezy, come on, girl.
Oh, him.
Jeezy,
Yeah, him.
Jeezy,
Yeah,
Jeezy,
him.
Jeezy, you know?
Right.
Them niggas is different down there. Niggas is different, you know?
You threw me with the Atlanta part with Jeezy. Nah, he not zesty. He not zesty at all. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna say this in a political way. He got a lot of chicks that have done stuff for him that he probably still takes care of them. I'm gonna just say it like that. And when I say a lot of stuff for him,
Do any of those chicks? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say that. That would be that would be too vulgar. I started going to a different direction. All right, Nicole, great to talk to you. Thank you for tapping in, girl. You've been wonderful. We appreciate you.
okay, but put it like this: he the only rapper that hasn't done time, and it's a reason for that. So he's taking care of a lot of females.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay, all right. Is there a boy somewhere in the cut? I'm so tired of hiding in the cracks and in the crevices. Do something now. Do something now, Jeezy. Or does the boy call him Wayne? That's his middle name. Wayne. You better make a decision, Wayne, before I do. All this good badussy I've been giving you. What do you think, troll babies? Snowman. Why did the snowman just all of a sudden file for divorce? Is there a boy in the cut? They don't be talking about, yo, chill, Star. It's Friday night. Somebody said delivered. King Key got your donation via PayPal. Thank you so much. Guys, the PayPal info is at the top of the live chat, okay? That's the PayPal. Cash App is on the screen if you appreciate the content. Okay, we thank you. Who sent in 2 donations here? Hamilton got your donation, Star. Star, I was dating a Puerto Rican chick. We at the bar. Every statement she made came with a kiss. We hanging out. Mwah. The moon is bright. Mwah. I like it. Yeah, Puerto Rican chicks can be annoying. Bendito. What? Shut up, bitch. Bendito. All that goofy shit. I hate when Puerto Rican bitches call me a poppy. Bitch, don't try to gas me. My name's not Poppy, bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? Pardon me, I'm going someplace I shouldn't go. Johnny got you donated. Oh, Johnny Too Cool. He says, I love my girl. Okay, well, good to hear from you, Johnny. Good to hear from you. Okay, thank you, Andre. I will get your link posted in the morning. Andre, do you want me to use the banner that we have for you, or do you have a new banner? Or do I just use a thumbnail? Let me know, okay? Hey, Robin, I got your donation. Where is Robin? Did I speak to Robin yet? Area code 862. Is that Robin? Area code 862 on a Friday evening?
Hi, Star. It's Robin. How are you?
Hey, I'm great. We're a little silly tonight. You know, everybody's sipping, smoking, doing something. Thank you for your patience. Where do you want to start?
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. I want to stick to the topic. I want to talk about Jeezy and Jeannie Mai.
Please.
Oh, when the headlines came through, I was so excited. I was very happy.
Right.
Right.
Come on, girl.
I'm at the prayer. I know you don't believe in God, but I'm at to pray about this later. God forgive me, but I'm glad that black man woke up from his senses, with his senses, and let her go. Oh my goodness. I always thought she was annoying. Before she was on a reel, she used to have a TV show, some sort of like, I think, dressing people or something along the line. I always thought that she was a culture vulture because she always said that she only dated black men, and the only white man she ever dated was her husband. And they have that clip currently floating around on the internet about her making the comment about the dark meat, the black meat on the side, whatever. I'm not surprised. None of this surprised me. I thought they would at least made it to 5 years, but apparently not. Apparently God answered my prayers much sooner. Thank you.
Now, hang on. Stay with me. I'm trying to be very objective tonight. Earlier, I came out the gate and I said, "Are mammies dancing in the street? Are mammies celebrating?" However, this is food. This is food for the social media. What channels, YouTube channels, do you recommend? Who is going to be on top of this? I mean, give us some names. I'm gonna.
I just like you. I follow Color Me Pink. I do follow them. I do follow a few more. Kempire.
Okay. He puts it down.
You, of course.
Yeah, Kempire does great work.
Yes. Kempire does. I also follow DJ Richie Sky.
Okay.
And I also follow Funky Dineva as well. I've been a fan.
Funky
so
Dineva.
those are maybe like. Yeah, those are like my main ones if I have to choose. You, of course.
Let me tell you who I'm going to be checking for their channels, if not tonight, tomorrow, on this particular topic. Armand Wiggins, Storm Monroe, Lovely T, Tasha K, Pink Book Lessons, Millie Mob Radio. Paris Milan has got to address this. Do you know Paris Milan?
Yes.
Paris Milan goes hard in the paint. I'm going to watch her channel. Who else? Pink Book Lessons. Who else? This is...
you know what?
Come on.
To be honest with you, so I have a love-hate relationship with Pink Book Lessons because sometimes I think she goes a little bit too left. I'm actually looking forward to.
I fuck with her heavy because she's very fair. Very fair. Pink Book
She
Lessons.
is sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes she is. Sometimes she isn't. Other times I'm like, girl, you're missing the point. But that's neither here nor there. But I think what a lot of people are failing to realize that this is not Jeezy's first. And I don't know, because like you said, there is only one race, the human race. But for purposes, this isn't his first interracial relationship. His second baby's mom is Indian, and they were engaged. His first daughter that he has, she has to be like about 7 or 8, and they were engaged. They just didn't get married. So this is not his first time ever dating outside of his culture. So to speak.
Yeah, different culture.
It's not. It's definitely not. And I was a little surprised when Dana said that she wanted him and Keisha Cole to get back together. What? Why?
Yeah.
Why? He's too good for her. Like, Keisha Cole is still a hook booger.
Hey, now. Oh. I like her.
Sorry.
Well, I think she's super talented, and she's very nice. I mean, I only met her one time, but we had a great interview, and she's a fun person. I don't like what they try to put on her about being moody or whatever label they try to put on her. And she came on my show when her first album came out. So I don't know about her and Jeezy, but I think she's a good person, Keisha Cole. Go ahead.
I will. This is what I will say. The hood booger comment was maybe unnecessary. I'll take that back.
Gotcha.
But what I will say is, she does have a bit of an attitude, and it does show when she does different things. Because I've heard her on different radio platforms where she's been kind of nasty to other people. Maybe she knew what she was getting into when she was interviewing with you versus someone else. And they told her, we love you as an artist, but your attitude, not so much. You're here to promote your music, but you don't want to promote at all. So with that being said,
if I can jump in, and not that I have to defend Keisha Cole, but again, she came on the Star and Buck Wild show when she put out her first album. She was very young, and I still have the video footage. I've put it up on YouTube from time to time. Sometimes, well, a lot of the times, it's the interviewer's job to connect to the person that they're interviewing. And you have to find a way in. I've got some monumental interviews, not to brag. You have to find a way in. You have to let that person speak, and you have to let them feel somewhat sort of in control. I remember saying to her, I said, you look like you've been through some things. And she very honestly said, yeah. And I said, niggas have put you out of the car at night, yes? And she laughed. I said, niggas have left you on the side of the road, yeah? And she laughed. She's from Oakland. So by her laughing, I then let her speak, and she felt comfortable enough because I respected her come up as opposed to trying to clown her. Sometimes, if you try to clown a person off the rip, the interview goes left. I don't think she's nasty. And guys, I'm sorry we're going left about Keisha Cole, but I think that she's a very unique artist, and you have to connect to her. Go ahead.
Okay. I will give you that, and I understand her story, and I understand what she's been through in life. I get it. I understand it. Not my story, but I understand it, and I empathize with her that she had to get it literally out the concrete with her mom being addictive and things of that nature, not knowing who her father was.
Yeah. And if we can bring it back, I don't want to focus on Keisha Cole. If we can bring it back to Jeezy.
But anyway,
Jeezy.
Yeah, back to Jeezy. Yeah. No, I don't want those two back together. We don't go backwards. We only go forward. And we don't. And with that being said, I hope I hope he learns from this and grow with this. I could not agree with what Nicole was saying about how this was a good look for him. Jeezy was doing well without Jeannie. Be clear, he didn't need her.
Right.
Like he was. If anyone needs anyone, it's her. He didn't need her.
Agreed.
Like he was already doing well. He had already cleaned up his act. He already had his tequila going for him. The real estate. By the time he was doing, I want to say maybe his third album, he was a different person. He cut out the drinking. He cleaned up his diet. He lost a significant amount of weight. Like, he didn't need her.
Yeah.
He didn't need her.
Right. Yeah.
Doors were already open for him. So that's just my take on it.
So now, hang on. So now when you heard the news, you said, thank you, Jesus. Yes? You said,
hallelujah.
Hallelujah, Father, in the name of the blood.
To the Son.
And
amen,
the Holy
amen,
Spirit.
And amen again. Let the church say amen. Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Thank you for keeping it real,
look
Robin.
At God.
Thank you for keeping it real.
I said, look at God.
Look
Won't
at
he
God.
do it?
Have a great night. Thank you, Robin.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye-bye.